I lift my voice is lifted. Gifted, I foresaw it and I ripped it. The whole enchilada with a side of avocado. I came down from my fences, desperados. My flow should be sold at low. Next to the 2x4s, an electric range stove. The bolts and screws, home and approved. Gentiles and Jews, penning on views. Broken for you, my moment approaching. The coaching, the ocean is waving. The money I'm saving, the arrest I'm evading. The models I'm dating, this cup of mine keep cascading. God has engraved me into the palm of his hand. I'm in the best hands. I be washing Jeezy's dishes, pots and pans. I beat the law, the land. I speak because I can. Legalize blacks, legislate that. Hurry up, please, because a brother can't breathe. Kaepernick kneel, the world stood still. The level of hate was so unreal. I foresaw the end right before the hook. Hating is not a good look. I took from the good book. I feel like a tree planted by a river brook. Let me cook them surgically with this sword. Will put my vocal cord itching to release the source of my peace. I'm flipping verses on these tracks like an acrobat. Yeah, glory to the Father, he implemented a plan. Jesus carried it out, it is finished. The Spirit empowered, blessing after blessing. We win this, we win this. My spirit's smile. We win this, we win this, we win this. My spirit's smile. My spirit smile, my spirit smiles. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Think about it, think about it. Man, Jesus did that. We win this, we win this. My spirit get it, we win this. Do you hear what I'm saying? We win this. My knees buckle, my spirit chuckle. We win this, we win this. Oh. Clouds. They call me on loud. I'ma lay hold of a tiger's growl. Road out stunting, big booty hunting, jumping on something that's definitely bumping. If you ain't trying to get it, had a common courtesy to move to the side. Yo, all around told me 2004, landed a freaky white, hold it down. As I put on for my town.
Hey, that's the way. Hey, D-Town rocket. Hey, 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 that's the way. Hey, D-Town rocket. Hey. That's the way, hey, D-Town rocket, hey, 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 that's the way, hey, D-Town rocket, hey, 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 that's the way, hey, D-Town rocket, hey, 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 that's the way, hey, D-Town rocket, hey, 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 that's the
What it do? Y'all already know, man, we gonna take over the night time. Listen, you could be watching Netflix, watching your favorite show. Listen, you're here with me. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Invite somebody to join the conversation. Listen, y'all know how I get down. Anybody can pull up. I ain't dodging no smoke. We're here to have a conversation. We are here to enjoy ourselves. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. Listen, no weirdos, man. Okay, no weirdos. If you're a weirdo, don't click the link, man. I'm not gonna let you up. So don't even try. But like I say, I love the conversation. We're gonna build with people. Miss Karen, how you doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat that's already in the building. Y'all, how's my sound? I just want to do a mic check. How is my sound? Do I sound good? Do I sound straight? Do I have to talk directly into the mic? Can I come back a little bit? Y'all talk to me. I'm gonna drink this ginger tea. Okay, ginger. Y'all know what y'all know about that. See, I got my customized cup, man. Y'all see that? Big Traco. See that? Big Traco. Then you know what I'm saying? How we're gonna bring it around. Content King Fuel. Yeah. That's how we coming. I can't click the link anymore. Why is that, Karen? Please help me out. Help me understand why you cannot click the link, man. What you got going on over there at your house? In your residence? So like I say, the link is already in the chat. We just gonna vibe. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about to start it off. But eventually, Reckless, what's good, man? Eventually, we will. Once we get some men up on the floor, once we get some fellas up on the floor, we're gonna have a real conversation about are you attracted to younger women? And we want to know what you call young. Okay, listen. If you're a weirdo, listen. Hey man, hey, man. I'm cool, man. We here. Yeah. August, you're invited to come up because you're actually the one that initiated this energy tonight. You are the one that gave me the idea to talk about this tonight. So listen, I already dropped the link. You can pull up and you can speak your piece. Listen, I'm giving you the floor now. Not all night though, because you know your plane. I'm gonna take a book out of OG. Boy, your plane don't run out of fuel for some reason. Once you take off, you just keep going. Then you get mad. Then you get upset when we take the mic from you because we like, girl, you're talking too much. You feel talking too goddamn much. I'm gonna keep it gangster. But yeah, well, truth be told, she didn't inspire me. She inspired the topic. Come on, Reckless. Let's keep the context now. You know, but August, you are more than welcome to pull up. I want to hear what you got to say about this. I want to have a conversation on what you think. Just keep your camera off if you got your baby on your lap. Just turn your camera off, August. But make sure you pull up. Listen, for everybody that enjoys the content, all you have to do is hit the Cash App, or you can hit the PayPal. All right. Use my email. You see my email going across the banner, Cash App going across the banner. We are grinding. Okay. We are grinding to get the monetization back so y'all can just send in your super chats and tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. We got August in the building. How you doing, young lady? You doing okay, August?
I'm good. I'm chilling. My
How do
kids
I?
are, but that's life.
Nah, you good. How do I sound? Do I sound good?
Okay, so I can't say what I'm gonna say, but like how when you
I
direct.
asked, I asked about my sound. Is it sound good?
Oh yeah, it's good for right now. But you got to keep your face pointed at that thing.
Microphone. Okay, microphone.
Yeah, it sounds good, but I'm saying when you put your face down, then that's when the sound gets distorted. So when you talk, just
I got you.
face
Stay
down.
right here, basically, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So what grievance do you have with men? Give me more context about how you feel about men and older women. So I want to hear this.
So it's not so much that I have a grievance with men being attracted to older women. The thing that
Younger.
really
It's younger. It's younger. Remember, younger.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So I don't have a grievance with men wanting or liking being attracted to younger women.
Okay.
My grievance is it really burns my cookies when men act like that's not true. I have
Mm.
these arguments on Twitter all the time, and it's like, what men do you know that's 40 looking for 18-year-olds? And it's like, are y'all serious?
Okay. So on Twitter, there's a lot of men that you say that you come across and have conversations with. They're in their 40s that like a girl around that age or higher, right? We're gonna keep 18 or higher. We're not gonna go below 18. But you find it weird. If I'm gonna be honest, I find it weird myself. I'm being transparent. AD, what it do? I find it weird myself for a man to be in his 40s, liking on the girl with teen on the end of her age. I don't care if it's 18, 19, even 20 or 21. Okay. But hey, everybody's different. But I would like to have a conversation with some of the men if they are willing to come up and stand on business about dating, younger women, especially if she's young enough to be your kid. I'm not rocking with that. Stay fitted. What's going on? I'm not rocking with that. That's just me personally. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm not here to police nobody, but I don't believe in dating somebody young enough to be my child. Some of you other men might feel different. And if that's so, just come up here, come up on the platform. I will drop the link. You can come up and you can, tell us why you like to date younger women. And maybe you can, make us see it a different way.
I wasn't really here to debate the topic on whether or not it's weird or not because people gonna like what they like regardless.
No,
My
for sure.
thing my thing is when I go and I say, "Oh yeah, older men tend to be attracted to younger women, and they want to run around with, 18 to 21 because they telling me as a 25-year-old that I hit a wall or something." Then I get a whole bunch of men that say, "Oh no, that's only the men you know," or "Oh no, what men do you know talk like that?" And it's like, come on, bro. Like I didn't pull that out of my booty hole. Y'all know good and well y'all have heard men or y'all see men that always have like the younger attractive lady on his arm, and then also too I can't like say, I mean, I could ask you, maybe you don't have this experience, but a lot of guys that I know personally have gone to school with the girls that they were trying to holler at, but that girl was unavailable because somebody that graduated 7 years ago was talking to her.
Okay,
You know,
now, watch this. Now, do I hold a man responsible 100%? But what's the average young lady you think that was in high school that dealt with the guy that was out of high school? And when I say 7 years, is significantly age gap, right? So
um, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I'm saying while they're in high school, right? So if that is the case, where's the parents? I'm gonna say that, and then what do you think the average young girl that's in high school knows that it's wrong to mess with a man that's over 25?
Do you think the average man that's over the age of 25 knows it's wrong to mess with someone in high school?
You flipped the question. Even though I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question 100%, I literally already held the man to a standard and said that he is, he's wrong, right? But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like that I haven't been 17 to 16 before. And at that age, even though we we were possibly more being able to be influential on us, but we still knew right from wrong. And to sit up here and say that at the age of 17, if I was 17 and I was dealing with a woman 25, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was right or wrong. Like, come on, like we got to be real with that. Come on, August. You trying to put it 100% on a man, which I do hold a man responsible, but at the same time, that young lady knows right from wrong too.
You guys want to infantilize women when it's beneficial to you. Like if I'm 16 or let's say no 18. If I'm 18 and you're 32 and you're trying to come and lead me and guide me and make me marry you and have your babies and everything cuz you have a promise of I'm going to take care of you even though you know you should probably be looking at somebody in your age group, but I want what I want from you and you want what you want from me, then all right, whatever. What I'm saying is pretending that that doesn't happen is where I have my gripe at because again, they say, "Oh no, those are the men you know and where'd you grow up at and all that crap," and I think that's ridiculous. We had
No,
child marriages and stuff, like come
no, but
on.
that didn't hold on. Now, if we trying to go back and justify when we look at our grandparents, just because our grandparents were married very young, it doesn't mean that it's right. Let's just put that out there. I didn't agree with the age and how our grandparents and great grandparents moved. Me personally, right? So when you know better, you do better. But at the
Your
same time,
grandmother was
go ahead.
probably, I'm sorry, your grandmother was probably 17 and may have married somebody that's 21, which I don't have an issue with. What I'm saying is acting like 40-year-old men are not running around checking for these girls that are young enough to be their daughters while simultaneously not having friends, like guy friends that are that same age, which is the video you were referring to. It's weird.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it is 100% double standard to deal with a young lady that's 18 years old, and then for you to be in your 40s and to think that you have something in common with her. And if you do not have, you shouldn't have anything in common with that young lady. Then the only thing you can be using her for is for one thing. It's only one thing because the mental capacity is not the same. A young lady doesn't. Well, hold on. Let me put men and women, male and female, do not fully brain do not fully develop until the age of 25.
So, do you
So
know how the men justify those actions? They'll say something like, "Well, I can meet somebody my age and not have anything in common with them. I can meet somebody my age and not listen to the same music. I can meet somebody my age and not you have grown up the same way with the same experiences. So, what's the problem if I date younger?" We
as
want women for their fertility and stuff like that, but it's like you men don't want women for fertility because if you did, you'd have way more kids than you do.
well, you can't just make a blanket statement and say that if we didn't want women for fertility, that we would just have a bunch of kids out here because kids come with a responsibility that you have to take care of. So I don't think that's smart to just say that I'm using women for fertility. Like that's not smart. I think when you're talking about having a child, you have to be intentional and make sure that you have a child by the right person. Because having a child by the wrong person would cause you 18 years or a lifelong experience of pain. So that we're not rocking with that. All right. So Reckless in the comments said, I think the intention matters. If he's looking for marriage or just a good time. If it's a good time, she can be younger. What you feel about that? Hold on. I'm gonna finish reading and make sure you respond, August. Or older, but if you want kids, you'll probably want her in her 20s.
If I'm 21 and you're like 23, I don't have an issue with that. My problem comes with you men, not you guys.
No, I think he was talking about the age. I think he was already here for to get to understand the context of the conversation. So he said, I think the intention matters. So I'm assuming that
Sorry.
he knows that this man is 40, and if he's looking for marriage or just a good time. So that's I think he made that comment in context, understanding that we're talking about a 40-year-old dealing with somebody possibly 19 or 20.
Okay, that's fine and well. So I'm going to address that in two ways. First of all, if I'm 18 and you're 40, giving me six kids when you're about to, not be here anymore in like a few years because you're old is wild because everybody's running around like, yeah, don't date these single mothers, but you want to make me a widow by the time I'm what, 30? So that's the number one thing, you know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying?
That's very
Number
petty.
two, number two is like, how can I say? Okay, so let's just say if I'm 18, you're 40. You spent your whole life going to clubs, partying, chilling, doing whatever. I
Yeah.
literally just pulled my car out of the lot of my parents' house and say, "Yes, I'm free." And now you want to lock me down with a marriage and kids after you done did everything. Why didn't you prioritize having kids and stuff like that before, when you were in your 20s and stuff?
Nah, I got you. I got you. And we have to just have a conversation with that particular man or a man of that with that experience. So I don't have that experience, so I don't have those answers for you. I can probably, speak to some things concerning this topic, but that specifically, I'm not able to comment on because that's not my lifestyle. I'm not attracted to girls that are my kids' age. I'm not attracted to younger girls who barely out of high school. That would drive me crazy, right?
Right. Like, can you imagine if I was your 18-year-old daughter and I said, "Daddy, I want you to meet my boyfriend," and it's your friend
I don't,
and you're both 50, but I'm like, "I love him though. You're never going to stop me from dealing with him." You're both 50 years old and I'm 18. You just bought me a car for my 18th birthday. Like, "Yes, baby girl, I'm so proud of you. Fly, fly."
hey,
And I
Reckless, if you want to come up, all you got to do is hit this link right here. You can come up. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to.
this
So
is the stuff
Reckless,
that
so
never
Reckless,
addressed.
Reckless said the things that make men attractive take years. That make men attractive take years. Even
That's a
decades.
lie.
Hold on, just let me finish. even decades to acquire. The things that made women attractive, she has in mass by 21. So, do you agree? Listen to the context of what was said. Do you agree with the context? Think about it. It takes a man years. The average man. Let's not pigeonhole it. Let's look at the broader perspective. It take men. It take men years for some woman to find something attractive. But then the things that make women attractive, they usually have by the age of 21. Miss Karen, how you doing tonight?
Okay,
Can
so
you
what I
hear me?
Hold on,
oh I'm
August.
sorry.
Hey, Karen. I'm trying to speak to Karen. Karen, come up here with the lipstick, August, and the lip,
Hearings.
in the eyes
Hey,
with the eyes with the hot cheekbones. Yeah, we see you with the light on. We see you, Karen.
okay. Can you hear me though?
I hear you. I hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. I'm on my laptop. I don't usually get on my laptop.
Oh,
So
you
I'm
actually sound perfect. Like you sound real good. Straight up.
okay. Y'all can continue. I'll jump in.
Okay. No, August has to answer that question.
Oh, I'll be right back. I forgot I was making tea. Thank you. You just reminded me.
Drink your mind. All you gotta do is just turn your camera off.
Trey, give me 1 second, okay? 1 second, and I got you. One
No,
second.
you good. You good. So AD said that's the hard truth, records. Nah. Well, records. I agree with you, but I don't agree. And let me tell you what I mean. Just stay with me. So I'm not trying to kill your wisdom or go against you per se, right? Like I know some women who I was not attracted to when they were 18, 19, 20, 21. But as they've gotten older and their body matured, it's like now they like, man, you like, God dang, she blossomed, she got finer. Not only that, me personally, I'm not attracted to a young girl that don't have nothing. I believe in dating women that actually have something going on for themselves. I don't believe in dating broke women. I don't believe in dating women that trying to get it together. So I keep the same energy that most women try to keep for a man. I've always been that way. So I used to call myself a male bopper because if you want something from me, I want something for you. So the the maturity level is very, very important in a relationship. So the type of mindset that a young lady has at that age, reckless, I rather have a more mature mind than a young mind. That's just me personally. Because even with a mature mind, I'm always gonna be the head. I'm still gonna run things. I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna be stomped down, all the above. You feel me? So that's just what it is.
Trey.
Talk to me. But make
Oh
sure
my
you
goodness.
make sure you answer Record's question though. That's gonna be the main thing.
Oh, can you run the question back for me, please?
Okay, so Record said the things that make a man attractive sometimes it takes years and years and years. The average man, it takes years for a lot of women to deem that man to be attractive. It takes years, right? And then a woman, she usually has everything that she needs at by the age of 21. And that's like beauty, just the foundation of what makes a woman attractive, basically. So I can rock with records on that. The foundation of what makes a woman attractive is already there. A lot of times a man foundation takes years and years and years to build because at the end of the day, we're not providing. I don't care how much we slanging and what we doing. Eventually, that's gonna run out. I done seen that time and time again.
I don't know if I totally agree with that because I've seen plenty of bums laying on women's couches. But in any event,
Yeah, but that's not the average. Remember, we dealing with the average. Average deal with the average man. Let's not go anecdotal. All right. So Record said, I understand and I don't disagree. She should be a functional adult. But as I said before, intention matters. You already have kids. So having a young, fertile woman might not matter to you. But for me, I'm in my late 30s, but I don't have kids. Okay, I got you. And I want kids and a family. So it's important to me. Yeah, so I can understand that. So how you feel about that? So Record say he's in his late 30s, but he wants his own family. So he doesn't want to date a woman that has kids. How you feel about that? If
I don't
he,
have any qualms against that, but my question is, why are you waiting until your 30s to have a family, especially by someone who's like 20 years younger than you, so that you can possibly leave her as a widow, so that other men can look at her and be like, oh, she's a single mom, she's off limits, that's for recreational use only.
well, well, if he's taking care of us, that's just like me, right? I'm 44. A lot of people don't think, they don't even know that I'm my age. A lot of people look at me and be like, God, they think I'm young. Karen, how old did you think I was when you first saw me? You're muted.
I thought you were like 27, honestly.
You hear that? So look,
I can
Rose,
grant that. I definitely thought you were younger than me.
when you're taking care of yourself, you don't have to worry about age. Straight up. You don't have to
Sir,
worry about age at all.
sir, let's not do that, please. That's disingenuous.
How
If
no. Explain how is that disingenuous?
Because if I'm 80 years old, even if I take
Now
care,
you're reaching. Now you're reaching. Come on now. Like don't do
80.
no,
you are reaching.
let me explain.
You are
If you're
reaching.
40, if you're 40 and I got with you when I was 18 and started giving you kids, you're always gonna have that 30 years over me and everything. So you might be 60 and I'm 30 or whatever the case may be. You're not gonna want to change Pampers and chase kids through parks and
Hey,
stuff like
listen, hold on. Listen. I have a 3-year-old. What are you talking about?
who's the 3-year-old spend most time with chasing after them and doing all the doctor's
Listen,
appointments?
I don't listen. I don't listen. Hold on. Let me tell you something. My oldest is in his room right now. I did all of that. And the
Yeah,
only reason I'm not, hold on, let me put some context to that. The
okay.
only reason I'm not doing it with my youngest is because that's what his mom wants to do. So it's not about that. So, because I already did that. With my oldest son, I did everything, dogo, with no help.
Okay, okay, but Trey, you did that at a younger age. I'm saying that you're not going to
No,
want
no,
to
no,
do
no. I had
when
my
you're
first, no, hold on. I had my first child at 34. What are you talking about?
okay. This 34 is not 60.
Hold on, but why are we listen? We're dealing with people that's on the panel right now. We're not reaching in you reaching right now. You talking about like,
I'm
come on now.
I'm talking about
You
the
keep
guy.
moving the goalposts. Okay. What's the context you want so we can keep it so we can be on the
Yeah,
same.
because
Of
I
this
don't think a
video.
lot of 60-year-olds are trying to have babies with 20-year-olds.
This is what my point was. So the content, like he knows the video that I sent. We're looking at 40-year-old men that are finding 18-year-old women attractive. And then when you ask them, well, why did you find those 18-year-old women attractive? It's like, oh, because she has youth, beauty, and fertility. And it's like, you know, you don't want to have kids with that woman. You want to sit up there and smash her because she's a young, hot chick. And you throw fertility in there to use it for an excuse for degeneracy or whatever you want to call
Okay,
it.
so let's use Records for an example. That's in the chat. Records literally said he's in his late 30s. He doesn't have a child. So do you think he should pick a woman that already has a child? But that man specifically says he said he wants to have his own family. So does he have the right to find a lady that does not have kids? And generally, a younger woman would not have kids versus a young lady that's a little older. Do you agree or disagree? And what is your contention with his desires?
If I was the older lady that was around his age that didn't have any kids, so that we can still start our own family and have our own family together, why would he pick the 18-year-old over me?
So,
Go
I
ahead,
mean, I
Karen.
think there would be an issue maybe with the 18-year-old with the age gap. But if he wanted a younger woman, by all means, I see nothing wrong with that to procreate. No, I didn't say how young, Trey. Don't do that.
No, I'm
But
actually no. I did that because you're going against August. That's why I did that. I'm not talking about the age.
like
I was just
I don't think you should have to settle with someone who already has kids. Actually, I tell it's men or women, like if you don't have kids, go find somebody who don't have kids. You don't have to play stepmom and stepdad to nobody else's kids. Like you
That's
can if
not
you
what
genuinely want to, but like you're free to go find somebody who don't have kids already. And if that means going reasonably younger, do it. Like,
That's not what I'm saying though,
but
Karen.
like, no, like, because if I try to have a baby right now, I might not make it out that hospital. The baby might make it, but I might not. Because the older you get, the more you are at risk of actually losing your life, giving birth to a baby.
How old are you?
I'm about to be 39.
I had my last baby at 39, and I'm about to have two more.
No, I'm not saying it's gonna happen just because you're older, but the risk goes up.
That's true, but they did do technology. It happened for me three times because I had three of my kids when I was in my 30s, and they do have the advanced I can never say that word right. I get tongue tied. But they have advanced medicine where they monitor the mother and the baby in the stomach every 3 months and make sure that you're like have the highest chance to having a healthy baby.
And so, August,
Yeah,
how old
I'd
are you
rather not
again?
take that risk.
You said how old am I?
Yeah.
I just turned 40 in December.
Okay, so you're 40 and you want two more children.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Outside of being here with you guys, I have nothing better to do. So yeah. I love my children. I love raising children. So yeah, I was put
So
here
once,
to
so once you get two more, that'll be how many total?
leave me alone, Trey.
Listen, don't nobody want you. You married, so like ain't nobody tripping on that.
No,
It
I'm
is
not
what it.
saying that. Like every time I say how many kids I got, either I'm lying or damn, that's too
Listen,
many.
hold on. Listen, has any? I did not say that. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I've been on other panels. Forgive me.
Y'all
Not
gotta
you.
stop that, man.
I'm not talking about you, Trey.
She
God.
got
Karen, hold on,
PTSD.
Karen. Karen, did she literally just say that I was going to say something negative toward her?
Yes.
I apologize. I didn't mean you particularly, Trey. You know I love y'all. Y'all my peoples.
Hey, how you doing, Passport? You doing all right,
What's up?
brother?
What's up? Finally caught you on the night.
You caught me on the night. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We active every night.
yeah, yeah. I know. I'll be watching. I'll be at work, so I'm finally off.
Okay.
Better
All right.
be active every day. Hell yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah, but so you want two more kids. So how many do you have total, August?
Biologically five.
Oh, 5 kids. Okay. So, all right, cool. Karen, could you handle that many?
You
I
said
have
what?
one.
What you
I
just
asked
said?
I asked Karen, could she handle that many kids?
I have one, and that was enough.
No, I didn't ask. I didn't ask how many you had. I said, could you handle that many kids? She got 5 and
Absolutely not.
40, and she wants two more.
Honestly, even in this economy, I wouldn't bring two more kids in.
Well, evidently they can afford it, right, August?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not no homeless shelter. The hell? I live in Hollywood, California, honey. Yes, we need to fuck the hell out of these kids.
Hey, that husband taking care of that business over there. Hey, Passport. So what you think about the
Whatever
whole
that
August? So ask
is.
August. So ask Passport for context so he can give his opinion on the subject because you're bringing it from a different perspective than I have. So go ahead.
Well, okay, so Mr. Passport, do you think it's
Hold on.
okay?
What do you want to be called there? I like you want to be
Yes,
called what you want
Yeah,
to be called?
yeah. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
he looks older than me. I was showing respect. Jesus Christ.
I'm 40. I'm 40. I'm getting up there. I'm an unk now. Ugh, man.
When's your birthday? Is it before or after mine? I'm in December 16th, 1985. You
October
okay,
85.
so you're older than me. So Mr. Passport. Okay, so what I was asking is it okay for like these 40-year-old guys and stuff like that to lie and say that they want younger women because of fertility? Now, I don't have an issue with the youth and beauty thing. I already know that's true. The fertility thing is the thing that gets me because you'll see these guys with these younger women and they got one kid. So if you wanted her to maximize the amount of kids that you can get because you want this big precious family, why y'all only got one kid?
Well, today's time is very expensive. to house children. So maybe he probably wanted a big family and he got one, and then he's calculating the numbers because us men got to lead and we got to calculate everything because everything's gonna fall on us if we know the bills come up short. So but to answer your first question, I mean, why would you say that they're lying? Because they would want a younger woman uh for younger fertility.
Okay, because number one, I don't have. All right, let's say if I was a dude that's 40 and I'm saying I want to date and marry younger women for fertility and everything like that. If I only have one kid, but I was dating her to get max kids out of her, then that's the lie. That's the number one thing. And why also don't I have 19-year-old guy friends?
You talking about him, or you talking about her? Or you talking about the wife or the potential girl?
I'm saying if I was a man, if I'm looking at 18-year-olds because I'm like, oh yes, fertility reason, they're gonna give me the max amount of children, but I've been with her for 20 years and we only have one kid, I literally lied. See, I know the reason why guys do that. It's just that they won't admit it, and then when I say it, then I get called liars and stuff.
Are you
Why
talking? Are you talking about the older guy dating the younger, or are you talking about two people around the same age dating?
I'm talking about if I'm 40, I'm a
Uh-huh.
40-year-old man, you're an 18-year-old chick, and
Yeah.
I say, hey, listen, I want to deal with you because I want maximum kids and everything like that. Somebody Trey's age as a woman couldn't give me the amount of kids that I want. However, when you see us as a couple, 20 years later, we had one kid. So am I really dating you for fertility reasons, or am I dating you because you're young and hot and my friends are gonna high five me for walking down the block with you?
Well, I mean, realistically, most men would love a trophy wife. I mean, most men want a highly attractive woman, the most attractive woman that he can get that he can afford. Most men would want that. I don't see a problem, kind of with that. But like I said, it goes back to my first point. If he is assessing how much everything is going to cost, and maybe he's not making enough to be able to pay for that 10 years down the line, maybe he's going to be like, okay, we're going to hold off on one right now. And then, things happen. 5 years, things change. Another 5 years, things change. And then at least you didn't have a bunch of kids to where now you have to cut costs and bring down and, work. Now you got to work DoorDash. Now you got to work Uber Eats. Now you got to work another job. And, he's never there. And then you're going to be upset because he's never there, but he got to do what he got to do to come in and pay for the extra kids that he's having or that he had. But, I just think that he's more of working at a slower pace if he just had one and then one and he was a one and done compared to having however many.
The poorest people have the most children on the planet, whereas the ones that have the riches and fame and stuff tend to have the lowest amount of kids. So how does that make sense?
Well, majority of the people in poverty that have kids is because the government is the ones that's paying. Well, the working class is the one that's paying majority for these people to have children. And America's first world country, and America allows them to get away with that. This is why they can go on social media and be like, "I got 3K in food stamps. Who want to buy some?" But me, that I gotta pay every year. I gotta pay in taxes. I don't get that luxury. I would be like, "Damn, I gotta pay again this year again." And they're like, "Yeah," and it's like the last 3 years. So it's like but I said I can't complain because I don't work my way up to this life. I would prefer the life I have than compared to waiting around on a handout just because I could be able to, get $1,000 on a tax refund.
I think that's cap when they go online and say, "Oh yeah, I have 3 kids and I got 3,000 in food stamps," because when I had 3 kids and I was subjected to being on food stamps, I was only getting $500 a month. So what were those people doing that I wasn't doing to where they can get 4K a month, or like I was getting 500, same amount of kids that they had. I got 500, they got 4K. So what was the difference between that person and me? Did
Well,
they have 4K saved up, or did they have 4K that was hitting their accounts every month? Because that's not how that works. Even in child support cases, when men come on here and they lie and say, "Oh yeah, these women are getting all this money and they're becoming rich bitchs because of the money that they took from me in the divorce," it's like, bro, y'all be watching celebrity divorces and y'all think that is it.
well, I mean, I think most people use the celebrities because everybody could kind of everybody kind of knows who that celebrity is, kind of like Offset and Cardi B. So that's why they kind of use that to reference. Obviously, no, the majority of people on the panel is not millionaires. Like some people, but yeah, everybody doesn't have that reference point. But yeah, they're just using that as a reference point. But maybe you probably just didn't go to the right tax person to be able to get you that hefty amount of money. That's all it is. If you go to the
It's
right
not.
person, they'll bring you back that bag. I see the signs all the time in the front. Oh, I get you 8,000. I get you 9,000 if you got kids. See, you just went to the wrong person.
Okay, but you're talking about taxes. I'm talking about welfare. They do not give you that.
Taxes, welfare. I mean, it's almost in the same boat. It's free money. It's free money they're getting.
No, it's not. Tax money is I worked this job all year and now y'all gonna give me back the money that I gave y'all to go fund Ukraine and all that crap.
No, we're not talking. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that can. Obviously, if you work $30,000, if you make 30K and then you're able to get back $9,000, I guess you just. I don't know how you. I guess what you get the child tax credit is like what 3K or something. So if you got a couple of kids, then I mean, I think they restrict it now, but I think in Florida, I think you can claim at least 2-3 kids, and then you sell the other ones. That's all it is. You got 5, I'll buy one from you. I'll give you 500.
Nah, yo,
So
because
a family in 2026, a family of how many did you say it was? It was 4 y'all, August?
You said what, Cameron?
How many? It was 4 y'all?
How many kids do I have, or how many people live here?
No, when you said you was getting food stamps and it was $500.
Oh, for 3 kids, they gave me 500, and that was to support all 3 kids. It wasn't like per kid; it was all 5.
Okay, so for a family of 4 in 2026, you would get $994 a month.
No. I was getting $500 a month to
No, I'm
support.
saying what you would get in 2026.
Oh well, they didn't update. Like they didn't tell me that. I didn't read that nowhere.
Yeah, I think it was robbing you. That's what it was.
Okay, but I make my own money, so it doesn't matter. So I don't care how much food stamps they give me. It doesn't resonate. Like, oh my God, the kids are gonna be hungry tonight if they don't give me money. Like, I'm past that. I'm saying when
August, respectfully. Now you gave them kids some goddamn air fried chicken nuggets the other night.
you a damn lie, Trey.
Yes,
Shut
you
up.
did, August. When you
Oh,
showed
I
August,
didn't.
respectfully, when you showed us
Bro,
that plate, you was bragging about that food, and girl, you got that out of box.
bro, I promise you that's not true. I can show you because I left the oil on the stove because I don't want to clog my sink
Okay,
by
so hold
dumping.
on. So you're telling me that
Hold on, I
you
will
made?
show you
Hold
the
on, listen.
oil.
So hold on, I'm listen. So that food was made from scratch.
Yes, absolutely. Like I be burning it down in here. Like you crazy as hell. I'm not gonna
And you make chicken
get
tenders from scratch?
Passport. That's what I'm saying. Who makes chicken
okay,
nuggets? That's how we know you lying.
I didn't make I didn't grow the damn chicken and cut the limbs off from scratch. I didn't do that. I'm saying like yes, I have seasonings in my house. I have like frozen food in my house that I burned down up in
You
this
are going
kitchen.
around what Passport said.
No, I'm like addressing what you just said. I didn't pull nothing out no bag and heat it up in the air fryer. My parents gave me an air fryer. I haven't used it yet, and that was like a year ago or something.
So okay, so what was on that plate the other night?
Baked macaroni, fried chicken, and I don't remember what else.
It was yesterday.
No, hold on. The only
Why
reason
did the chicken? Hold on. Why did the chicken look like chicken nuggets? That's my question.
because you got them damn glasses on at night. Take the glasses off.
Well,
Right.
Somebody said, but what about that week old cake?
Woo.
Okay, so we had hella birthdays. My birthday was in December. My husband's birthday came up. The my baby's birthday came up. So we had 3 cakes in here, literally, that people got for us. I got my husband a cake. My sister sent me a cake, and then my daughter got a cake. Nobody in here eats cake because I don't give my kids sweets. So the person that's eating the cakes are not in that way. So, but yeah, the person in here eating the cakes is literally my husband, and he not going to face a whole cake.
But what they're saying is, August, you were literally on a stream that thousands of people might possibly see, and you gave your 1-year-old a piece of cake that been in the goddamn refrigerator for a week.
I let him try a piece of the cake that was new. It wasn't the cake that was in there from a week ago. And he only tasted a little piece.
No. It's not what you said the other day. You trying to make yourself look good for the internet. Don't do that.
Damn about the internet. I come on here like,
He definitely don't care.
I give a fuck. Right, Miss Karen?
She
I don't give a fuck
definitely
about this internet. These internet don't pay my electricity bill that I'm wasting right now.
Boy, you funny. Do we want to get back on subject because you tripping?
I be.
All right, so again, Reckless said that he's in his late 30s and he wants to start a family. Okay. So if he wants to start a fresh family, and also real quick, thank Miss Becca. Shout out to Becca for the Cash App. She is blessing the stream. Appreciate you, Becca, so much for coming through with the Cash App. So remember, if you want to if you like the show and you want to like the conversation, you want to give, the Cash App and PayPal information is in the banner going across the stream. We appreciate y'all. All right, so again, if he wants to date a woman that does not have children and she is 21, he's in his late 30s, how you feel about that?
I think that's raggedy, and the only reason why I like Reckless, you my peoples, I got you, bro. However, in general, if you're a man that waited until you were that old to go and burden this woman that just, like I said, pulled her car out of her parents' lots to go and, I want to experience life. And then you're like, well, you know what? I experienced life, but here goes some kids and a marriage. Now you got to sit in the house with the kids, and I'm probably going to pass away soon. So be prepared for that. I think that's effed up. Like,
so hold on, I'm gonna let you go, Passport. So let me ask you this: do you think? So I'm assuming this man is financially well off. I'm going to assume that he's stable. So would it be advantageous for a girl that's 21 to get older to a man, get married to a man that's older with no children, that's already established, or should she try to figure her way out and be in these streets and be uncovered? Which one you think is better for a woman?
Okay, so that's my issue with you guys. It's because
no. Don't move the goalpost. Answer the question.
I am gonna answer the question. I'm telling you, that is my issue with you guys, because if I leave my husband and say, oh, don't worry, I can just get the government to pay for my kids and take care of my kids.
You're not answering the question.
I'm going there. Hold on.
Listen. You don't have to go to the moon to go back to the sun. Go back to Earth.
No, because I'm trying to get
goddamn Uranus.
You got to answer the question first, then you can give some context.
Thank you, Passport.
Well, that's just me being a woman. Here I go.
You know what? You just let me know what your husband is dealing with, respectfully.
In any event, I think that is wrong. That's wrong. If a man is in his 40s and he want my 18-year-old butt.
Becca, I disagree. Becca, you hit that goddamn link. You ain't got to turn your camera on. I want to hear this. But go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. If a 40-year-old man is looking at my 18 behind old self to go and have his kids, that's wrong. Because he went and experienced life. I didn't do anything except pass my high school diploma. So why I gotta go and stop doing whatever I do to go and raise his little kids in the house?
You mean your children? Your child?
Well, they have his last name, so they belong to him.
What?
It's crazy, man.
Nah, y'all let her cook.
Crazy.
I'm gonna say something after she's done. Go ahead, let her cook.
High 30K. No, I'm dead ass. Like, yeah, they his kids. Last name theirs. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is,
Hey, you know what, August? If all women thought like you, men would be in a better position.
no, we would not be, because then we have men like y'all running around talking about
Hey,
don't date.
passport. You see how they went over her head? She missed that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't miss anything except
So hold on, what was I saying? What was I saying when I made that statement?
You said that if all women thought like me, then we would be cool.
I said men would be in a better position concerning their children.
A better position pertaining to who?
Their children.
Right, because when we got a divorce, then you would take the kids and leave the woman alone, right?
You have a negative mindset.
Hold on.
That was not, that.
Wait.
Scenario.
No, that was a question because of that, right?
Why do you have to lead everything with doom and gloom? Oh, he's gonna take advantage of her. He's gonna ruin her life. He's gonna put a bunch of kids.
This passport. The average kid goes with the woman. The average.
Yeah.
Why, Trey? Why?
Because the system is set up that way.
That's a whole lie. You just lied on your own panel. That's a whole lie. That is not true.
Okay, then what's tell us, put us up on game, August. Put us on game.
I got you. Don't worry, I got you. So the reason why the woman is, first of all, before we even get into that,
Karen, you gonna sit there and let her say that?
No. Go ahead. Because I'm gonna ask.
There's a line.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm not lying.
No.
Most custody cases do not in capital letters do not end up in court. They end up in mediation, to where the dad feels like, yeah, you know what, she's the primary caregiver and all that crap, so I'm gonna leave the kids with the mother. On top of that, even if the dad gets the kids, he's still outsourcing care of that kid either to his new woman or to school, his mom or whoever like that. So it's still a woman taking care of that kid, so that that guy can be financially stable to take care of that kid. The kids that grow up in single mom homes grow up in poverty because she can't work her 3 jobs at the same time, take the kid to basketball practice and piano lesson and do all this other stuff. She got to be home with them kids because her mother's going to say, hey, listen, I raised my kids already. Come get your baby.
Hey, I got a question. Wait, hold on. I got a question.
So many things.
Wait, can I actually say something in support of August now? Her reasonings are a little shot. No offense, August, but they're a little shot. But statistically speaking, August is technically right. Only 33% of people who are separated are court oriented. So 2/3 of people, right? They don't have no court orders. It's not because of the system. It's because of what the people have chosen. The system, though, only represents 33% of those who are not together. So we do got to kind of like, she's actually like, right? A majority. It ain't because of the system. They ain't even in the system.
It differs state by state, right? I live in New York.
Wait, hold on,
no,
guys.
I'm talking about nation statistics.
Hold on. So, Becca, you telling me, I just want to ask Becca this one question.
Mm-hmm.
Becca, you're telling me that the majority of the kids go with the father?
No, I'm saying you were saying, why do a majority of the children go with the father? You said with the mother. I'm sorry. You said with the mother. Why do a majority of children go with the mother? It's not the system. This because most people aren't actually using the system. Only 33% of people are using the system. So that's what I'm saying. You can look up the stats. I just looked it up. 2/3 of people do not have court-ordered child support who are not living
that's
together.
A lie.
Wait, hold on.
Google it.
Google it. Don't follow them. All right, so I got a string of questions since this is now I know exactly where we're going with this. All right. So my question is to the ladies, right? When you say it's not court ordered, but it is state directed, right?
No.
So when child support is paid, right? Who's it paid to?
It's paid to the woman via the state.
What did you just say? By who?
Paid to the woman via the state court order.
So what was my question?
Because if they have an agreement, you don't have to do it through the state at all.
Right.
Come on, Karen. You know they almost never have an agreement with the court. Come on,
no,
now.
but
We
that's
all
my
know that.
point.
No. You can have an agreement.
I'm saying that almost never happens. The woman always automatically goes straight to
Only
court because she wants more money.
33% of people are going to court. Look it up.
All right, that's
Listen. I want you.
Hey,
She's giving.
Hold on, man. Hold on. You gotta understand the direction of this argument, because I'm going to call this an argument. I specifically said that it is ran by the state, and you said no, and then you said directed by the state, correct?
Wait, what's ran by the state? Child support?
Yes.
Yeah, child support is ran through the state.
Okay. So the percentage of that child...
That is the government, right? The feds? It's like federal.
It's technically
Denver,
the county.
Okay.
It's on a county basis via state, but whatever, schematics.
So this question is going to be directed to August whenever she comes back. I want to know the percentage that the state gets from child support. I know it's dependent on each person and each state, but I want to understand that. I want that to be answered, please.
Mm-hmm.
You want her to give you actual statistics?
I could tell you the number. I'm on child support.
And it's not going to stop. I don't get tired.
No,
I cut out. What was the question?
You want August to provide you statistics? I'm just want to clarify.
Oh, okay.
That's a bad idea. She's not gonna get it. She's not gonna look at the
and for the record, right? I will go all the way around the world, and I will still ask you for stats for each point that you pivot from.
I can definitely.
I will do that.
That's not even a problem, because where would you think I got the stat from? The crack of my booty hole? Like, no.
From Google. No, from Google. So I'm still waiting. So Google it.
Okay, from Google. So where do you get your stats from? Your neighborhood?
I just specifically stated, I said I know it's different from each state to each city to each person. So wherever you're talking from, go ahead and give me the percentage. So wherever you're from, you don't have to put your personal information on where you live so you don't get doxxed, but you can give the stat itself without telling the city or state.
Overall,
what is the percentage that the state gets from child support?
Why are you asking about? Wait, hold on. See, my phone cut out.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
No,
come on, you gotta let me answer this question.
Hold on,
I know the answer.
Hey, Becca, hold on. August, let Becca respond, because Becca did the statistics that she said she looked up. So, Becca, are you able to answer 30K's question?
So, in the state of North Carolina, nothing. The court doesn't take a direct percentage from child support. So what they do is that when you have court filing fees, those court filing fees, every time you have to go for an adjustment, that's what they take.
How much does a state get? I keep saying state, not court.
The state doesn't get, hold on, let me see.
100% of child support does not go to the person that gets child support.
Trey, can I please answer the question, brother, please? Because I'm on child support currently. It's actually 60 cents to every dollar the court gets. So let's say she's on welfare, she gets less. So let's say she's on welfare, they take $450 from you a week. She's only getting $50 per child if she's on welfare. So that's how they work.
No. We're not talking about welfare.
If the person's not on welfare, I don't know exact numbers.
Right.
My area of expertise at all. But if they're not on welfare, it's minimum, I'm sure. It's nowhere near.
Okay, so if they're not on welfare, the woman does get more money. But the court and the state does take a percentage. So like I said, I'm working with the numbers that I've been through. Let's say she's recently off of welfare. She has to go to the court to report that, right? So that means her child support has to be adjusted based on what she makes now and what I make. So now, let's say I was paying $500.
Welfare back still.
No. I'm paying them already. Like I'm saying before, when they taking money from me to pay for the welfare, let's say Medicaid, all that other good stuff, I'm paying that. She's not paying that back, even though she was the one on welfare. So when she gets a good job, she still doesn't have to pay that money back. That's why Trey said earlier that the system is against men. That's how crazy that sounds.
doesn't that make you raggedy anyway? If she even had to go to court to go and
Oh
get
my
money.
gosh.
So Becky, based on what she just
Yeah,
said,
I'm
what is the
saying.
percentage that does not go to court?
Yo, August is wild.
60% of people work it out. 66% of people, they don't have any court mandated. No state is not involved in the fact that, it ain't through the system, right? You don't have a judge, mediator, all that stuff. The 33% that do go through the court, right? Like I said, in the state of North Carolina, when they facilitate payment, however you decide to payment. Now, if you're, to your point, if you are on welfare, that's a totally different, right? Because welfare is going to take whatever percentage that essentially they're like, we're helping this woman pay for the kid. We're filling in her portion. Now you're going to do your portion. So it is right. That's how they look at it. Now, aside from welfare, right? The state only takes the court fees when you pay, like so whenever you go through the court, they take it. The state doesn't take anything. It's taxed, right, as income on your income taxes. But in North Carolina, the state doesn't take a dip out of you if you're not on welfare.
Did
Okay,
anybody
so-
else hear that?
So the 33%, right? To
Mhm.
August's point, 100% of that 33% is raggedy, correct?
No, I don't agree. Because you can, if y'all can't work it out outside of court, then people are gonna go to court. Like, court doesn't automatically mean that the man's not doing what he's supposed to do. It a number of times it means that y'all can't agree. So now you have a court or like mediator, right? To say, okay, this is what the agreement is based on calculations. I don't agree that just because you pay child support that you're raggedy. Because the reality of it is that the people who really aren't raggedy ain't paying nothing through the child support.
Right.
And
That's
we
not
all
even
know a
what I
number of
said.
them who
That's
just
not
refuse
even
to
what-
pay, right? But no, I don't think just having a court order makes you raggedy. It means y'all got a court order.
That's
You have
not
to
what
ask if y'all raggedy.
I'm
What
gonna
I-
tell you how
Well,
she's
I just wanted to make
incorrect.
sure we put some
Hold on, let
validity
me-
on this conversation.
Let me
Alan.
can I clarify?
No, I like
please?
it.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how she's incorrect, right? She just gave one state of North Carolina. And most of the states in United States of America, they have different court mandated laws. Meaning
That's
that if you
why
want to
she
go
did
to
one state.
okay,
why
she
she did
gave
one state.
all right, Miss Karen, but she gave the worst state of all time. I live in New York,
What?
right? So
So
child
New York
support,
is
I'm
actually
talking
the
about
worst state for
all right,
child support.
that's what I'm saying. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, for example, it was the best state before our conversation. It's the worst state. That's what I meant to say. I'm saying is in New York, right? You have to go to court to even get, because let's say I'm not on child support at all, right? My baby mama not living with my kids, right? Once I walk in the court to get custody, they're automatically establishing paternity. Sometimes they don't, and they're automatically establishing a money I'm going to pay every month. Well, Mr. Reed, how much do you make? How much does she make? Is she on welfare? She has a job. They the minute you walk in the court to go see your child, they putting the bank number over your head.
That works with women too, first of all, and second
When?
of all, that's not what I said.
Oh, come on, bro.
Okay.
I know women on child support right now because they make more than they baby father.
Okay, August, yeah, we get it. You know everything. Okay.
Yo, do you see this shit?
But no, so
But what
I
I
will
was saying is, I did not say that men on child support, excuse me, I didn't say that men on child support are
That's
raggedy.
God.
I'm saying that if you make me have to go that far to go to court
Okay.
and get you to pay child support, you're raggedy. That's what I'm saying.
So you're trying to say if you said that I need $500 a month, and he says, August, I only can afford $150. Now what?
That's raggedy. We all know that's raggedy.
That's
Come on now.
raggedy. He's
That is
telling you what
raggedy.
he can afford.
No, because he can afford half of the child he made. And we all know children do
And
not cost
he's telling you,
$125
and
Y'all don't
a month.
pay half of the
hold on,
child you
hold
make.
on.
What are you talking
And he's telling you that he can afford $150 per month outside of your $500.
Doing ice bucket challenges on freaking.
Hey. You picked them.
Nah.
He's telling he's working with you.
Oh,
Wait, hold on, wait. Last point. How are we supposed to hold on, wait.
No.
Wait.
August, you gotta let him talk.
If we are supposed to build this black community, the women have to stay in their place and follow the lead of the man. So stay in your place.
Well, stay in what? Stay no. Excuse me, sir. Stay in what place? What place is that?
If he's the leader and if he led you into the bedroom and you followed and made a child, now he's leading you to accept this 150 and for you to go and figure it out. Now follow his lead since you have his child.
But when y'all same men lead us to abortion clinics that somehow equated,
you can't say
Wait,
that
hold on.
word
How
on
do we even go over there?
YouTube.
How do we get
August?
to the deletion?
because listen,
You can't say that word on YouTube, August.
if a man leads me to a bedroom, yes, I did follow him. That's correct. I agree with you. Fine. Now I'm pregnant. Okay, cool. That man says I don't want to be a dad, or he says I do want to be a dad. I have to follow him either way. However, it's still my effed up choice at the end of the day because I picked that guy.
You know
August,
what
who
I
you
noticed?
speaking for? Who you speaking
Yo,
for?
You know how many men every year, like we always talk about, oh, these women are out here unaliving kids. You know how many of them do that under the coercion of the father saying, I'm not.
Virgin, stop lying.
No,
A lot of
August,
you
who
women,
you
you
speaking
like.
for?
Hold on, wait. A lot of you women, you wanted raw deals, Nick, raw. So don't put it
Okay,
on the
so
man
that man,
because he didn't force himself to put it in there. No, you seen it raw and you didn't prevent it, so you wanted it. So stop the cap. It's
not
okay.
wrong. You're not wrong
Majority of
about
us, when we get to that level, we all like a little skin to skin, especially if you know the
okay.
person. There's nothing
You're
wrong with
not.
that. But at the same time, you can't just blame him. You wanted it.
I'm not. No,
hold
what
on.
I'm saying is that you can't just blame her.
All right, so
What?
real
That's what
quick,
I'm
hold
saying.
All
on,
right.
hold up,
I don't
everybody.
think you should just blame the man. All that you should just blame the woman.
August, September, November. Chill out. Okay, listen.
October,
Real
November.
quick, I want to. Girl, I know
Sorry.
my months. I was just joking. Not to get out of here. Now, Rebecca, you made a statement. Rebecca, you made a statement toward August about when we're talking about the age gap and things of that nature. I wanted you to come up and give your perspective on the comment that you made.
Oh Lord, Becca, no, you didn't. Girl,
Who,
you're
me?
supposed to be outside always.
August,
Oh.
August, you got to learn how to wait. Listen, everybody is know how to act, not butting in. Just wait, relax, August. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was my comment? I forgot. We done
Made a
talked about that
comment.
before
About the
now.
the age gap.
Yeah, when we were talking about the man dating a younger woman, you made a statement, and that's why I wanted you to come up because I wanted you to
Mhm.
verify your statement.
About statistically, they're much more liker.
Yeah.
I remember.
So, one of the comments I was that when she was like, people say fertility, but then they end up having like one, maybe two kids, which is so true. So it's something I actually hadn't thought about. And then two, yeah, statistically speaking, if you look at divorce rates, more than a 10 age gap with a man older than a woman increases their likelihood of divorce by 37 or 39%. So I do think that is something to consider. And the comment, I know you're talking about the comment about when you talk about reckless dating someone that young. I said unless she's been shown the world, it's likely that it won't work out. And what I've
Hold on, why
found,
is that? No, stay right there. Why is that?
why? Yeah, what I found
Why?
is that why? It's because FOMO, fear of missing out. And what typically happens is that it's kind of the same thing when people get rich. It's the same thing when they get older. The more access you get and the more you realize you've missed out on certain aspects of life that the other person has enjoyed, you feel, people can feel, what's the word? Like they've missed something,
Okay, so
And so I
August,
think it.
because I asked a question and August couldn't answer my question. I'm gonna see if
Mhm.
so. Let's say records, and we're using records because he was in the comments.
He said, yeah.
Okay, so he said he's in his late 30s. He
Mhm.
prefer a woman with no kids. Now he did put
Yeah.
context that in the comments he said anywhere from 22 to 26. Now, if that is the case, let's say he went with 22. He met a young lady 22 with no children, right? So would
Yeah.
you rather her marry him and be settled down under the covering of a man and a man that's already built up that's going to provide for her, protect her, and do the things that a lot of women do want? Or would she pursue her career and be outside? Which one you think is more advantageous for a woman at that age?
Well, Reckless did put a caveat there to say that he planned on dating for years before he got married. So
Okay.
for him, I do understand. Now, if he plans on dating for an extended period of time, I don't have a problem with a 22-year-old dating somebody that age. Like I said, but you have to know, right? If you're realistically going to keep someone like that satisfied, happy, whatever you want to say on it, you're going to have to afford them the experiences that you yourself have lived and been able to live at the age of 38, right? The being able to travel, being able to do things, experiencing different cultures, interacting with different people. If you're trying to pigeonhole someone,
but Rebecca, all women don't
yeah,
want to travel. I don't agree with that. Every woman
in
don't.
today's society in 2026, I would say the over 80% of women want to go somewhere.
80%. Sheesh.
Yeah, over 80% of women want to go somewhere.
Most of those
So
on wife material, by the way,
80% of
either.
women want to be outside?
No, no,
Yes,
no.
they
I
do.
said want to go
You
somewhere,
80% want to be outside. I
right?
heard you clearly.
Not me.
Like, yeah, they want to go to a different country, right? They want to go see beaches, mountains, all the things in between. Yeah, people want to go places. We live in a world that we're looking at the globe every single day. Most people now want to go experience the globe that they see on the internet.
So is that something
Question.
you desire?
Yes. Well, I've done it. Go ahead. 30K, you had a question.
Okay, hold on, real quick, 30K.
Oh.
Hold on, real quick, 30K, real quick. So, you travel the world without a man, right?
Yes.
Without a husband, right?
Correct.
Without children, right?
Correct.
And that's something that you desire, right?
It's something that I wanted to do. Yes.
Okay, so at the end of the day, Records just put in the comments, we can travel together, have experiences together. I can be her getaway to the world.
And I would say that for him, right, if that's his mindset, that's the type of man that I wouldn't have a problem with. And most younger women wouldn't have a problem with. And I would say,
let's just say this. All right. Before we had social media, because somebody put that out, before we had social media, was traveling and seeing beaches and laying in resorts, was that a mandate for a woman in a relationship?
no, for the average woman, it was not.
So why is it now?
Because we now have the world. Same way we on this interweb webs and we ain't had that before. It's literally like we didn't have podcasts before
let me ask you a
either.
question.
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
All right. What is the percentage of women that actually has the ability to do that, even if they never got married or even had a boyfriend that can give them or provide that?
Now that's something I would actually have to look up. The percentage of women, which, well, I mean, if we're talking about Black women, I think we have one of the higher, we are higher percentage of having a passport than Black men. So I do think the average Black woman, by the time they're, getting out of college or they're getting to that 25 age range, I'd have to look up the exact stats to see. I wonder how many percentage of them have a passport by the time they're 25 or 30, but it's creeping up and it's getting higher. And I mean, this is something that in the US is a phenomenon. I went to college with a lot of international students and they had been to countries and I hadn't.
But watch this. This is my thing. You want to do all this traveling, but at the end of the day, you still want a man, right or wrong?
Yeah, you say all this traveling like it's.
Hold on.
Wait,
Trey, all these experiences.
Wait, hold on. 30K didn't finish. Hold on.
Go ahead, my bad.
So once again, you stated have the passport, but how many of these women do you know of that actually uses it, or what's the percentage of them using it? Because there's people that actually will get it, and then they just never had the opportunity to use it because either they don't have the funds or they got to work.
I mean, I can only speak for my circle, so all my circles using their passports. But like I said, I would have to look up the stats on the average, honestly, because that I don't know. But you also have to remember, Black women are the most high, like one of the highly educated groups, and right now, right? Higher percentage of are going to college.
Respectfully, that's
y'all
not
the most enrolled.
Valid, right? I don't know what graduation rates are, but even that is it, right? But even that is exposure, right? And so that's the thing, right? We have exposure every day via the internet. You go to higher education, it's even exposure to another way of life. You interact with people outside of your sphere, another way of life. And so I like I said, it's only going to increase, right? Nothing's going to dip down. Now that we have the internet and people are making money and doing the things that they're doing, the want to go out into the world is only going to increase. And like I said, this is a US phenomenon. All the people I know from Europe, they had already been to like 2 or 3 countries by the time we were 18 and 19 in college.
Don't
So,
you have the
I
higher
got a
Hold
question.
on, watch this, y'all.
So
You did
you're-
all
you're-
that and came back to the United States and still want a husband.
Traveling, right, is a short-term vacation. It's not like I went to live other places. I fully understand that I like the United States, having been to multiple continents, right? I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, I hate the US. I was never one of those people, never have been one of those people, right? But still experiencing things and seeing how other people live in different countries definitely, one, makes you more appreciative of where you're at, and then two, it just gives you a different perspective on life. You know, if you're doing it right, it'll make you more grateful for what you have, but it will also give you curiosity to see, like, if I want to live my life a different way, I know it's a possibility. And
So-
like I said, yeah.
I got a question.
so to your statement, right? You say your circle. How
Yeah.
big is that circle? What's that number?
Ooh, of Black women or just people in general?
The specific circle that you were referencing. Your circle, your personal circle.
I would say it's people that I've had conversations and know about life, right? From high school to college to working. It's a few hundred people, honestly.
So you
And
keep in contact with all those people on the regular?
via social media now, you got, like, this is what I was saying, right? We now have access to everyone's life, right? Oh, Casey just had another baby. Liz is currently pregnant. Oh, they just went on vacation to the DR. They just got married on a cruise in Jamaica. All these things, right? So I'm literally seeing all of these people live their life, go places and do things. And it's not that they're doing it like all the time, but once a year, a good percentage of the people who are going to come up on my feed, which is at least a good 100 people, right, who I don't like interact with like in person all the time, they're living their life out in the world, and of course it's an ebb and flow, right? To your point, some people have kids and now they don't vacation for a couple years or something, but they've been places.
I think he's talking about your personal circle.
He
That
definitely
is
said
people I
close circle.
personally
We all
know,
heard that.
first and last name, who I actually have met in real life, right? High school, college, working.
I get that. I think he means like your personal best friend, people you talk to on a regular basis. Like, majority of people probably have like less than maybe 10 people maybe that they talk to on a regular basis, maybe including family.
I'm sure she talks to way more than that.
Yeah, probably.
Here we
Okay,
go.
you know
Here we
what?
go. Here we
I
go.
actually do. I
Girl
actually
power.
do.
Here
know
we
what,
go.
It's probably, but I mean, we talking
No,
about
and I
probably.
will say, okay, here we go, right? Of my sisters, cousins, best friends, co-workers, right? Of all of those, I only know 2 people who haven't been out the country.
Out of what, 30, 20?
No, out of the
Just
300. So passport. The
No.
reason why
I know. I said, well, I was just talking about close circle. Yes, close circle. Out of those, let's just say 30 people, right? I'm running through people in my head. Of those, the Black women that I know, there's only 2 people I know who haven't been out the country. Black men, it's a higher percentage.
the reason why I asked that statement passport is because I just wanted it to be like put out there when we're asking specific questions. Is
Mhm.
either is going to be macro or micro, right? So it can go from 200 to 5, and depending on what is being stated, right, that's the answer that you're going to get. It's either going to be 200 or 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll land.
Okay. The quick. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no. So I just wanted to comment on, like, age gap relationships, especially wide age gaps like that, they often start out with a much higher satisfaction rate in the beginning. But as that woman personally develops and get to know herself, and what is they say, she's becoming or whatever it is they say, then the rate starts to decline. So that's why, like, oftentimes you may see like, oh, they're happy in the beginning, it's working out. As the kids start getting older, they start separating, because as she changes a lot when she's that young. Not saying it's not possible to work or anything, but oftentimes it don't lead to long term, like, you know, the whole
Dang,
period.
look, hey Karen, you 2 for 2. Yesterday, you were making the women look bad, and you come back day 2, making them look worse.
I mean, I got a question though, Trey, right? You at 21 and you at 44. How different are you?
Way different. You know what? I was
Mhm.
actually more godly at 21 for sure, 100%.
Rose, you at 21 versus you at 35. How different are you? You on mute. You different?
No.
30K. You at, 21 versus you at 45, 44. How different are you?
I'm different.
Okay. I mean, and that's really what it comes down to.
But do you know
How
why?
many of y'all still got how many of y'all still got best friends from 21 to now?
I do.
And have y'all ever had tiffs with y'all best friends in that time period? What's
Yeah,
your relationship look like?
yeah, everybody does. You go through growing pains.
What do you mean? Like disagreements, arguments, fights?
Yeah, y'all ever lose any friends between 21 and your age now?
Yeah,
I,
when I voted for Trump, yeah.
There you go, Trey. Now you're moving it, Trey. I'm
well, I,
glad that you said that because there's things that
Whoa.
happen to people within that time frame, right? That's not being addressed. So as I was
Yeah.
stating before, right?
Mhm.
So 21 me, and then 45 me. There's much stuff that has happened within that time frame. That's a fact that has changed people, right? Just like the way that we live. What happened in 2020 February?
the world
The
shut down.
pandemic.
Did that change the way people operated and associated with each other?
Oh, yes.
By
100% fact.
force, yes.
Some
100.
people, yeah. Some people.
Okay.
Most people.
So like
Most
stuff
people.
like that, right? That's the reason why I answered. I said, yes, that's why I'm different.
I was still
Now,
getting.
if you're giving contents to why I'm different, then each of us can answer why we're different from 21 up to the current age that we're at right now.
But it's
Well,
about how you ask how you different though. If you ask me my different from 21 to now me being 38, personality wise, I'm the same person. I'm still
Mhm.
nice. I'm still giving. I'm still a good dude. I'm still a cool friend, whatever. But my mentality has grown as an adult. Yes, I know how to pay bills now. I know how to pay certain things
Mhm.
on time. I know how to sacrifice to pay something. I know how to sacrifice to do for my children. So you learn. But I think depending on who you were, I think most of us keep our personality intact. That's my opinion.
well,
Okay. No, that's a valid one.
I think the obvious is that the brain doesn't fully develop until we're 25 anyway. Like me, as I get
True.
older, my thing is I'm telling my kids, don't even get married until you 35, like minimum 35. Like, because if the brain doesn't fully develop until you 25, then once you're 30, you're literally 5 years old. Hell, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it's literally
interesting.
not in a literal sense, goofy.
So
No,
Trey, can I ask you a
I say the
question?
same thing to my nephews, but to my nieces, I would tell them 28.
So Trey, can I ask you a question? If
Trey,
that's the
you got
case,
all boys?
And
Do I have
I
all
have
boys?
21 nieces and
No.
nephews, a mixture. And I would
Not
tell the
you.
boys, oh,
Man, that's a big ass family. God damn.
it is. I would tell the boys, don't get married till you're about 35, unless, between 30 and 35. And I would tell the girls, start thinking about marriage around 27, 28.
Is that
so
an
when
age
27,
cut?
28.
All right,
Yeah.
so Becca, watch this. So in the meantime, are they celibate or are they just outside?
Well, you know I'm a
outside.
Christian, so I'm telling them to keep their stuff in their drawers, boys and girls. What? I tell my nephew every day he needs to go
Hey,
further
I'm
in his
gonna keep it
virginity
real with
than
you though.
everybody.
Oh no.
Becca, I'm
So
gonna keep
can
it
I ask
real
a
with
question?
you. Becca, watch it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If them boys don't get no experience, they're gonna get ran over. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. That's a
That
whole
ain't
lie.
true. Now,
August,
see,
you
my
Oh
ain't
one
man.
man.
nephew. No,
August,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
be honest.
Hold on. No. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. I said
No,
no. Listen,
don't
y'all
do
need
that.
to listen to the
And
men. I listen. Passport. What's your opinion on what I said?
like you said, you on the right path because they trying to raise these boys to be easy food out here.
And
Easy
soft, super
What's the
soft.
term? Be nice.
food.
How often did you have you been told to be nice?
I'm gonna
Hey
keep.
man, I'm 40. And then man, with cartoons, TV, the
Yeah,
women. Oh, just be nice to her. Buy her
there you go.
flowers. She'll
There
love
you
you.
go.
Yeah.
But see, that's not what I'm raising them to do. I don't tell my
Mhm.
nephews to be nice because one, I don't even like the word
You
nice
you
because it
telling
means
him to
to be
you
in
telling him to
agreement.
keep it in his pants until what
Yes,
28?
Wait, a woman don't like the
yes,
word nice is
to
Great.
crazy. You're a
marriage,
woman.
That's
to
What
crazy.
kind of woman don't like the word
marriage.
nice is crazy.
No. What you do is the
You
way he manages it is by protecting himself. That's it. But he needs to get it.
Exactly.
No,
He
he
needs to
don't.
get.
I'm
Man,
not telling
Listen.
him to be unrighteous.
man,
I'm
he need to
I'm
be out
trying
there
to tell
sniping,
you, boy. Y'all trying
sniping
to
no,
change.
everything,
I'm trying to
sniping
tell
everything.
no,
y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well, just
Listen.
no.
like
Watch
Rebecca
this. Watch
didn't
this.
listen, I'm sure they won't listen either.
Some of them will, some of them won't. All I can do is try. All
Listen,
I
you
can
can
do
try
is
all
try.
you want to.
Shots
What we all
fired.
did, what we all done when we
Shots
was young, we had our
It's
first
fired.
like
time
three,
getting
four
freaky
niggas
deaky.
running through the crib, all black, mask on, running through the crib and shit. One nigga run to the front door. I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot the nigga. Bow, shot his ass. Bow, 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 bow. All the niggas run out the door, they run out the door. This nigga on the floor.
Yo,
Every
Trey,
That's
time.
how you need to be sniping
Trey,
out there.
you
That's how
are
you need to
a
be sniping the ball.
No,
fool, bro, for
Safely,
that
no.
one.
safely.
I'm raising godly men. I tell them
Hey, listen.
they need to
Hey,
go further in
listen.
their virginity than
Listen to what
anybody
I'm
else in this
saying. Hold on,
family.
Becca. Watch it. Rock it. Listen. I'm telling you. Listen. If they meet the wrong woman,
Hmm.
I'm telling you, they gonna get ate alive.
That's for anyone. You
What
No,
could
it's not. No, it's
listen.
not. Let
We
me tell you
talking
why.
about the
Hold
boys.
on.
Listen.
Let me tell you something. When you jump at home, when you jump off the porch and you used to it, you once you tame it, it's light work.
Listen. I'm telling them to be Jesus minded first and foremost.
You can be Jesus
Be
minded and
smart.
still have experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want them to have. Listen, they're gonna do what they want to do. I'm gonna just tell them what not to do. Right? Give them my
They ain't got
story.
no
Tell
uncles,
them
bro.
smart
Like,
things. Yeah, they do.
You
And their
know
uncle
what?
say,
Do
they
it.
gotta go
"Listen, don't
talk to
be out
them
here
then.
messing
Go
with
Now
talk
these
to
watch
them.
this.
girls."
Hey, I'm
My
finna be real petty,
brother
Becca. You
told
know
him
you
the
my
same
friend.
thing.
Becca, now you know you my friend, right? You know I
Yes.
love you. You know I love you. You my friend. But Samson, we about
I
to be
don't think
I'm
you
about to
ding
get
ding.
real petty. August, I'm talking.
That's so crazy.
I have to treat you like a goddamn child.
That's crazy.
Now, what I'm saying is, Becca, why you saying you're gonna teach your nephews about what you did? Make sure you tell them about what you did.
I do. Oh, we see one thing about my family. We are very, very transparent. My nephews know when me and all my cousins lost our virginity. And the age, they could tell you when my first kiss was. I'm not hiding nothing from them. Why? Because I'm going
Now,
to warn them about my pitfalls, right? And I'm going to show them how they can avoid, if they want to, any of the pitfalls that I fell in, right? So when I told
okay,
my
now
nephew,
watch
I
this.
said,
Watch this.
listen,
Now, hold on. I need you to take this and this is not disrespect, okay? Can you believe I'm a righteous person?
no,
No, listen to what I'm saying. When I say righteous person, I don't mean no harm.
Hold up.
Hold on, Samson. Give me a second. Hold on, Samson.
Samson, brother, let him
I
cook,
got
brother.
something. Hold on,
Samson,
hold on.
let him cook, bro.
Hey, Rebecca,
Let him
watch
cook.
this.
Let him cook.
Because I'm about to say something, and I need you to keep this in perspective.
no,
I don't mean
go
no
ahead. You can say what you need to say. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Samson, just crash out on mute, brother. Just
have
crash out on mute.
have you ever have you got a penis?
No,
So have you ever put your penis in a vagina?
no.
It feels good though.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, from a man's perspective, if that man is a virgin and he gets married, that woman is gonna run circles around that man.
That is not true. I'm
Call
sorry.
whips.
Does anybody here know
Call
a
whips.
man who was? Oh, wait.
You got it, Sam.
Question: Does anybody here know a man who was a virgin when he got married?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Was she a virgin when they got married?
No.
Ugh,
Okay.
man. Sad.
Damn, son, where'd you find that one?
So go ahead and ask the next question. Did they get a divorce? You're gonna
No,
ask that
because
question, right?
no, because 50% of marriages right now is getting divorced. So
Why
that
you trying to ask that question though?
that part
okay.
ain't it.
Oh,
okay.
Right? I know I wasn't gonna ask that. I was just gonna ask, was it possible? See, now my goal is for him to be further in righteousness than me, my sister, my brothers, all of us. That's it. I'm telling him to go further, try harder, do more than what we did. Like, he's grown. He's growing. He's going to do what he wants to do. Like I said, I'm just going to tell them the right thing to do, buddy.
Which is
So because
not to
you
be on the
say it is
rock,
right,
Which is not to sin, according to all the Bible stuff
he
they
gotta talk to
read
his
in
uncle. So this
church
ain't
on
gonna go
All right,
well.
Sunday
somebody else read.
and in
Man, he need
youth
meat.
group on Thursday and all the things. That's it. That's
And
all.
then by the weekend, he'll be in some
If he
cut.
decides to do that, that's what he's going to decide to do. I just said what I was telling them, what I'm encouraging them to do. I'm not going to encourage them to sin.
Yeah.
Can I?
See,
I have not heard y'all say. You know what? What I'm also going to do for my nephews, I'm going to make sure that they marry virgins, and I'm going to be out on the hunt just to make sure that some pro doesn't come and get them.
Yeah. She defines
PUS's
the church to
wild
get
whip.
delivered.
Oh no, I definitely my brother and us talked to him about my brother really is good at talking to him about how to choose a girl, like, what to look out for. Oh, does she just want you for, what you got? Is she just interested because you're cute, tall, all the things. Like, no, there's multiple levels of conversation about what to look out for in a woman, right? Like, and I can tell him like, oh, don't do girls who are selfish. Like, does she share with you? Does she try to, do the thing? He's in high school, right? So it's very minimal, like, but yeah, we definitely talk about all of that stuff. I'm just talking about what he can control with his own personal body.
Okay,
Well, hold on. There's only Trey. You can follow me on this. You into boxing. If I'm over here sparring and doing all this pad work, is it a difference between me doing all that and then when I'm really in there in the ring, that square circle?
Man, it's a whole different world, 100%.
Yeah.
So you could teach him all that, all the combinations, everything, until he really get in there to where the bullets are really flying. That's where it's gonna show improve.
See what's gonna happen?
No, I agree with that.
Becca. No, Becca. See what's gonna happen is it's gonna happen like she might think he got a Roku remote.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, but you know what? That's a good thing though, right? Because that's something that I tell him to look out for. Reverse psychology. Someone trying a 304 trying to reverse psychology. What is it?
Rebecca,
Little.
Can I say something?
Hold on, Karen. Let me make the last statement. Friend, you can't do that because they're already married.
Wait, say that again. Hold on. Wait, I missed your that didn't track for me. Repeat that.
You cannot do that because your standard is for them to be married, so they're already married. So now the wife is complaining because he's a little Roku. Go ahead, Karen.
Yeah, I want to say this. So sometimes I feel like religious people don't really prepare their children for the real world because they live in this, like, follow the religion, and most people don't follow it to a T, especially when it comes to sex. So they don't actually prepare them for it, like condoms, STDs, and telling them all about that stuff instead of just instead of like, save yourself for marriage. They're not saving themselves. You could have them on birth control or something else. If you were
right now.
more realistic with what's really happening and what most actually do. Because the percentage of people who are saving it for marriage, I don't know, but what percentage it is, but I'm sure it's not high compared to those who are having teen
in the frame.
pregnancies, STDs, and all
Yeah.
that.
You know what? Real quick, Karen, let me caveat off of what you're saying, and then Trey, I know you're going to follow up on what I'm saying because I understand why you're making the statement in that sense, right? Because we keep hearing men, men, men. You need to do this, so that's the reason why I made the statement, right? How many? When you asked, do you know any men that saved themselves from marriage? And I said yes. Now the thing is this, right? Here, I, I'm trying to figure out how to say this because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. All right.
Just say it.
Okay, I'm going to say it. So what?
Oh, sorry.
There's a percentage of men, right, that stays virgins all the way up into their 30s. So let's just say that's just all the men that's in the church because of the fact they've been told you need to save yourself. You need to be a priest of your house. You need to do X, Y, Z. Religious, right? Religious. And then depending on who comes into the church and they want themselves to be baptized and then to be cleansed and then to be virginized at that point, right? The reason why I asked for you to ask me specifically to me how many of those marriage ended in divorces, right? Because we already know the statistics of the 70% versus the 30%, right? Now, the thing is this, if that man saves himself from marriage, right, and meets a woman that is not a virgin, which means that he is not experienced and she is, right, where do you think that's going to go? Especially if she wants it in a certain way. They're married and they're Christians, they're in the church and all that.
I mean, it's going to go the same way. Like, so for me, right, I do know a couple where he was a virgin and she was not. And in counseling, their counselor, she was telling a story. She was like, had very honest and open discussions about expectations when one person has been involved sexually and the other person hasn't. And I also know more, like that's a rarity, right? Like, I'm not going to lie. The amount of men that I know who are virgins in their 30s is literally, I can only name 3 people, right? Women is significantly higher. That conversation has also gone the other way. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I know personally, like up close and personal, of few who it was actually the men who cheated on their virginal wives. Because they also had expectations and things that they expected that person to get used to or come on board with. And yeah, so I mean, for me, like I said, when it comes to divorce and stuff, it really is a toss up. And they show you, even like when people be like, oh, you gotta have sex before you get married, the divorce rate isn't like better if you do. Like, it's not like, oh, you're less likely to get divorced if y'all had sex before marriage. None of that. It's not really playing a factor, unfortunately, in none of this. Like, the virginity of somebody, it ain't helping your outcomes either way.
All right,
So
bring it all the way back when you said that, because basically you said that the virginity was on the woman and the man cheated. So you said that you knew that personally. So
yeah, unfortunately.
how many did you know where the man was a virgin and the woman cheated?
Like
Let's
I
just
said,
keep it
I only
balanced.
know one instance where the man was a virgin and the woman was not, and they no cheating in that relationship. So that's why I said it's
You said
unfair.
no cheating?
No, but that's only
But
one. I literally only know in one instance where the man was a virgin and the woman was not. Everybody else I know, it was 2 virgins getting married, or the woman was a virgin and the man was not. So in the 2 people who were both virgins when they got married, they're still together. The people that I know, they still haven't been married that long. So, divorce. Well, no, actually, now that I think about it, they all pass year 7, or they only year 7. So yeah, and some people are earlier. So like I said, it's just
so you're basically saying that regardless of the virginity state, it does not really matter, right? It does not factor in if they're going to get a divorce.
No, it does not.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Trey, go ahead.
Now, real quick, so somebody in the chat said, so why were they in counseling?
Well, in my religious circle, everybody does premarital counseling. So it's a requirement if the pastor or the rabbi is going to marry you.
Oh, okay.
They make you do it.
Hey, August, did you
Yeah.
have any more questions? Because August, I know she about to have a heart attack because she can't talk. So and then after August go, Carrie. You know,
Oh,
see how
she
God
took
works.
off.
You see how
Look
God
at
works.
God. Look at
Go ahead,
God.
Karen.
Where's
I know
James at? Matter of fact,
Karen has
where's
something to
James
say.
at?
Go
I
ahead,
said
Karen.
it already.
Oh, you did? All
We
right,
need
hold on
to.
now, Samson. You've been too quiet. Come on, what you got?
When I said about the unrealistic, being unrealistic.
Oh, okay. All right, Samson, you've been too quiet.
What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Peace and blessings, everyone.
Swing that
Hold on,
jawbone, brother.
August. Hold on. God took your place. So Samson, God put Samson in front of you. So you'll go after Samson.
30 have he died 30K. So you want me to what you want me to respond to the
I
young,
don't know you.
young woman thing or which one? The married with
No,
the
you can respond to whatever you want to, or you can respond to what OG talking about in the comments. But
nah, you don't want to go there. It's dark. It's a very dark place over there in the comment. But no, I agree. I agree with, I ain't gonna act up
go ahead,
today.
August.
I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead.
act.
Come on, Debo.
I'm not gonna act up today.
No, all I was saying is that Samson is saying it's a very dark place in the comments because I just came from over there. I don't know how to do the look at the comments and be on the panel thing. I asked you in the chat, how do I do that? And I don't know how.
Are you on your phone, August?
Swipe
Yeah.
over. It should say comments or something.
Are you on the StreamYard app or are you on your browser?
I'm just on YouTube, and every time I do it, it knocks me out the panel. So that's why I was.
Every time I give you a chance, you just make me regret it. Okay.
Please, I don't know. I got a Samsung. So I don't really know how to work a Samsung. I'm sorry.
There's
I mean,
literally a box at the bottom that has numbers on it.
I mean, I got an Android, so when you on the screen panel, you're not supposed to be in YouTube anymore. So that way you can't even see the chat. You're just looking at
But
the
you
box.
can swipe over. and
You can still see the. See, I can't swipe over to see it.
Right. So
it's going to kick you out. Exactly.
Right. So I can
Yeah, I have.
Did I see it?
I can see like the microphone. I can see like the video thing. I can see like the comments that we send each other. And then the 3 dot thing, and then the exit button. That's all I see.
The 3 dot thing is what you want to press. The 3 dot, and then it says comments, and now you can read the comments on YouTube. There's
at
the
the top.
personal chat. There's the comments. That's YouTube.
Tutorials on the podcast.
There you go. We did it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey Trey, when are you gonna have James and August on the same stream? I'm trying to see that.
Oh my God!
Hey, 30K.
Oh my God!
30K. You trying to be 100K tonight, huh? 30K.
I don't know that James guy.
Dignified.
Hey yo, I was like, yo, and you know what? The whole panel was asking, like, yo, put him back on. I don't be dumbing out like that, though. Like that's crazy. But he was.
You don't be what?
She don't be dumbing out.
Yeah, look at Samson eyes.
When I tell you August is really from the hood, y'all don't really understand. She really
Samson.
Lord God.
Look like she from the hood.
Is that you singing?
Bless
her while.
DK, like, Rose, help me.
Who was that 30K?
Karen.
Yes, he can actually sing low key.
Yeah, my bad.
I can sing too. Y'all just didn't know that.
You can sing too. Bust out a
God.
line right now, Usher style.
I've been singing in
Watch
church. I've been singing in
That's
church my whole
that's
life.
how he be catching them.
So you was on the praise
Oh wow, Rose telling
I
the
was in the
business.
choir.
That's wild.
Were you wait? Were you a church musician? Or you was a singer? No, were you a musician? Did you play an instrument or you were a singer? I already knew it. Oh Lord,
no.
that's what. Oh, there we go. Karen was right. You was spot on.
Y'all not gonna do Trey like that. Jesus.
Yeah, come on, bro. Jesus.
Wait, y'all play instruments too? 30K, what you played in church?
No, I ain't play nothing.
Oh, you was singing?
No, I ain't sing either.
Uh-huh. He was a tambourine player or something. He was doing
Get
something.
out of
I
here.
don't believe
I
him.
was not
That's
hitting no
wow.
tambourine.
That's yo flag on the play. That's whack.
He was doing something. I don't believe him.
You
He
know what?
started busting
Hey,
out the old church hymnal like he was on the stage. I don't
Yo,
believe you.
hey
All right,
Rebecca.
Samson, what?
Hey Rebecca. Hey, for real though.
Crazy. You asked all
Since you
our players.
August, I'm talking again. I'm talking. Thank you, Rebecca. Because
Yes.
I told you to ask the question, so she want to ask the question. I'm talking to Rebecca now. Rebecca, so you were 35, right?
Yes.
So how long are you before are you do you have a potential? Because I'm just saying cause you getting up there. Do you want to have a child?
Yeah. I'm gonna have kids eventually.
Yeah, but you getting up, girl. You climbing that ladder.
Hey,
Yeah.
You gonna
I
hurry
don't
up.
have to worry about that.
Right.
Considering how much my family reproduces, I don't have any fears or reserves about the ability to
Okay,
reproduce
I got you.
on my side.
Okay,
Becca,
I
40?
was just asking. I know you getting up there. You climbing up
Yeah.
that ladder.
You
Becca
gonna be
got
popping out kids at 40?
Yeah, oh, past that,
Ooh,
I'm gonna go till I
dang.
just can't go anymore. I'm
Oh,
gonna leave it in God's hands. It's
oh,
above
you
me
gonna be like,
now.
Okay.
She
oh,
trying to pull a Janet Jackson. She was trying to go
I
to
like
50.
that. I
oh,
like
she
that.
trying to be like August.
Becca about to look like a Honey Nut Cheerios commercial back in the day. I like that. I support it. I support it.
Listen,
First
cause
of
look,
all,
August got a kid for every month. That was she.
what?
Jesus.
Cut it out.
Yes, right.
You're working on two
Cut it
more.
out.
No,
Oh,
what did
really?
Tracy?
That
What?
only be what? How many in total? August 7.
11.
What did
Every month is
Tracy?
12 months in a year.
All right, so real quick, August. I'm finna go. I'm finna go real right. I'm gonna speak to some Karen's mentioned earlier. So with having all these kids, and I'm saying this respectful. I'm not being funny. What is y'all plan for them in terms of retirement, trust, things of that nature?
You're not
Right?
talking
Like
to August, are you? Because she
I'm
left.
talking. God dang it! Yeah, God work.
He's cooking too, bro. He's cooking.
She right here. She right there.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So, so
What did
I only got
Tracy
one.
say?
I was like, you
hold on,
only got one.
August. I'm trying to walk something down real quick because Karen said that. So Karen, okay, let me ask everybody on the panel before we just go there. So do y'all feel like that because of the state of the economy right now, and it's a lot of y'all really don't understand. It's not even the economy that's causing a lot of issues. It's really AI taking a lot of jobs and how that they are, making everything a convenience. But that's a whole nother conversation. But affording a child and giving a child a quality lifestyle. Like, do y'all think that it's not smart to have a bunch of kids in this climate? We're gonna start off with Karen. Everybody, we're gonna go Karen, Passport, Becca, Samson, 30K, Wolf,
In order?
Rose, and then August. You're gonna get a grand finale.
Damn, I'm always last.
Let's go, Karen.
I don't think it's wise to have a lot of children unless you can actually afford it. And I don't mean just afford it where, barely getting by, but more so like planning for the long haul. Like, what does life look like after high school? Like, are you putting them through college or trades, or what are you actually doing to help them have, I guess, a head start on life? Because I know sometimes, people have kids and it's like you had to get it out the mud and you're about to have your child or your children all get it out the mud too. Like, so I feel like each generation should be doing better than the last.
Facts.
So we should be setting our children up to have more than what we had. Start off better. So just not looking at it from, the day-to-day when they under 18, but the long haul. I don't think having enough, a lot of kids is going to be the best for most people.
All right, Passport.
I think that if two people work together, they can raise a sizable family. with sacrifice programs, you know, budgeting, a bunch of stuff like that. I think you could raise. Now, would they probably be living above average life? No, average to below average. I mean, hand me down clothes, yard sale,
Passport.
couponing. Well, let me let my play. Let me let my play.
So wait,
I'm
the
just
programs like government assistance programs?
I didn't say government assist. Well,
No, I'm
I mean,
asking for clarification.
I mean, not really government assistance, but like if there's like trades or food pantries or whatever that's willing to assist a large family. If you're willing to go into those depths, you could raise a sizable family. Now, everybody's sizable family is different. I mean, 10 plus double digit children, that might be pretty hard. But as long as you're willing to sacrifice, the older child is handing clothes down to the younger child, and you buying the newer child, and then everybody's kind of working together. I think it could work. It could work.
Okay, so passport. So so when I'm interjecting to bring out different aspects.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm not trying to cut you off in totality. If I interject, I still want you to hold your spot, right? So the average person is not going to do hand-me-downs. The average person is not going to get food from a food pantry. So respectfully, like, to speak to what Karen said, give your child a better quality of life. So even though you can work it out, right? I think that it's all about your budget and how much money you do make and how much money you do save and how much access you do. And I'll speak about my situation later on and what my plans is for my boys. But go ahead, Becca.
I agree with Karen. I think, but affordability is also time, right? Time is money. And I think that for me, I would say don't have more kids than what you have time for. And the truth of the matter is that too many people I've seen have a bunch of children, and the children end up spending time with their siblings and not enough parental time, that it's a detriment to the child. So if you need help from your older siblings raising your young ones, you done had too many kids, right? And for me, and I'm really big on children not having to parent. So I would say, like, I think for two people, of course, income is going to come into this too, right? One, I really do think that we should be able to, give our kids some experiences. It ain't got to be something crazy. One family vacation a year. They should be able to do an extracurricular activity that they're passionate about or that they like. And I should be able to spend adequate time really helping those kids with school activity, listening to them. That, yeah, I can manage. Some people have higher capacities to do those things, right? Than other people. But I mean, I just think that there's too many kids out here who don't even have any time with their parents because the parents have too many kids. So it's like you ever seen that? Well, Duggars is crazy. That was just crazy work. But even when people like, oh yeah, we got 5 and 6 kids, and then you end up finding out, oh, but I really can't talk to my mom because she got to be here, she got to be there, and she working, and my dad only got time to go to my oldest brother games. He can never come to mine. And I've seen it, and I interface with large enough families that I actually think that yeah, I would space out the kids. 1 and 2, I think time is as important as finances.
Hey, that was a great assessment because the time factor, right? That's very important because kids, they care more about you being present than what you're doing for them, and a lot of them don't even understand the things that you're doing. Remember, I think I told a story about how I had my oldest son and Yeezys and all this designer stuff. And one day my dad kept them, and my dad bought us some Walmart Spider-Man light-up shoes. And so one day we would get ready to go somewhere. I told him to put his Yeezys on, and he grabbed the Spider-Man shoes. I say, bro, we don't wear that around here. But it humbled me because I'm like, he was attracted to the lights on the Spider-Man shoes. And I built myself up, and I just like certain things anyway. So I'm not materialistic. I just like material. I like the style of a lot of stuff that designers have. And so it broke me up that day from just focusing on a lot of, designer clothes and designer stuff, because if that's what my son want to wear, he can wear it, even if it's not quote unquote cool. But go ahead, Samson.
So I think for me, I think if you have proper planning, I think that goes back to a little bit what Passport said. If you have proper planning and you set yourself up financially as as a man, to when you eventually find a woman and find a wife or find a potential spouse that you can have kids with, as long as you have pretty much planned out yourself financially and budgeted properly, I don't see no reason why you won't be able to handle your business with kids or having multiple kids or anything like that. Because I just feel like, when they talk about dependents, at least when they talk about dependents, tax return time come, every kid is a bill. That's why you get a tax return on when you get back. So if you prepared to pay that bill more than one time, have as many as you want.
For sure. 30K.
I'll say specifically for me, I would definitely like to have kids if it's in God's will to even have kids. I will say that my younger brother actually beat me to it. He already got kids, 2 kids. I was like, okay, cool. I guess I need to play catch up. He was like, yeah, big bro, you do need to play catch up. And I was like, all right, brother, hey, you need to relax. But anyway, in terms of putting ourselves into a position, well, I'll say put myself into a position where I can actually afford the amount of kids that I want, which means that in terms of them, when you say upper quality of life or better quality of life, it's not like it's going to be 3 kids in 1 bedroom, or 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom apartment where me and the wifey is in 1 room and then all the kids is in 1 other room. So the reason why I sacrifice as much as I do in order to try to raise the income and then possibly to, decide on where I'm going to live in the United States, where the cost of living is affordable, where we can actually have that higher quality of life. Because, living in California or living in New York or living in Maryland, DC, these areas are extremely expensive. So trying to have like 4 kids or 2 to 4 kids, it's going to be way more dependent on if I was to be living like in Florida, Georgia, or even Texas. So right now, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was shouting out Texas. That's all.
Okay. So right now, my purpose, yes, I am keeping my eye open, but I'm not chasing. But depending on who the person is, we will definitely have that conversation straight up. Because the ones that I did run into, I did have a conversation. It was like, how many kids would you like to have? Right. And they were like, oh, well, how many do you want to have? And I was like, okay, here we go. Flipping the question on me. And I was like, all right, we can do that. I want to have 4. And then the eyes get real big, not knowing that I realistically want to have 2. So it's up to them deciding on like when we meet if it's going to go further, because I do want to have kids. And like Becky said, it's true. Got to have the time. So that's the reason why I'm sacrificing this and what I do in my career, so that once I get to a place where I can actually have more time at home with the kids, take them to their games. And that's dependent on if they actually want to be athletes, because every kid that comes out into this world, they have different tastes. So if it's Dungeons and Dragons, then I'll be cheering on with Dungeons and Dragons. If it's going to play some football, which is what I like, we'll play some football. So yeah, I'll land there.
Wolf Stacks, what about you? Quality of life.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you, Trey. You know you my bro. I got 5 kids. When I live with my kids, the quality of life is like average. Like it's like with Passport said, my kids just passing down clothes. I bought them. Oh, of course I bought them brand new clothes too. They all got new sneakers, new clothes, but they still passing out clothes that they didn't wear before. Sometimes kids grow out of clothes. But if I could do it all over again, and if I could, I would have, less kids to make sure they had a better life, occupancy of life. I would say that.
All right, Rose.
I think I'm rolling with what JC said. If you came back twice, you can't afford it. And I think the way that this life is going, just futuristically speaking, we don't know what to expect. Because like Trey, you mentioned how A1 taking over these jobs, people getting these degrees. Our kids will be in college in no time. They getting certain degrees. Who's to say they're going to be able to find a career in that field? and I don't think we would know what it's actually going to take to help them be prepared financially. Of course, you can make sure, like, I try to do the best I can with my daughter. She been had a savings account. When she turned a certain age, I put her as an authorized user on my credit cards. I make sure that she's being taught how to be financially responsible. But I think, let's say if my mom years and years ago was saving money, she was only saving money based on her income. What she would have saved me back then probably wouldn't be nothing bad now, because who would have thought that we would have been paying almost $10 up for a carton of eggs when it was like 99 cents back in the day? So no,
y'all paying $10 where y'all in Chicago?
It was about a couple years ago. It was almost $10, yes, for a carton of eggs. I'm not lying to you. It was horrible, but I'm just saying, even back then, like when a carton of eggs was like maybe $2, they may be on a good day about $6 here. That's insane.
Gotcha.
So I would say no. I would say no.
August, now we know you got a starting squad over there. August,
can I talk and answer your question?
That's why I call your name.
I didn't know you was talking to me. Okay. Anyway,
so I don't. If I call, no, stop. So if I call your name, you don't know that I'm talking to you.
You might be saying that's your favorite month of the year, or
Y'all gonna leave August alone. I can't stand for it no longer.
Thank y'all. Whoever you said that, thank you. Please.
It's
you keep you keep caping for my head, but you relax.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's serious.
As a person who has 1,051 kids, it's not the kids that are expensive, it's what we as parents want to do for them. Meaning, I didn't have a motorbike when I was 4, so let me go get that for them. And I'll leave it to that. We just want to cape for our childhoods. We didn't have this, we didn't have that. So when we have kids, we want them to have that. And that's pretty much what it is. I know that's what happens with me.
So, and I'm not, and you don't have to answer this, but do all of them have their own room?
Do all of my children have their own room?
Yes.
3 of them have their own rooms, and the 2 share, and then that's like that.
I got you. All right, so like this is me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the reason I choose to sacrifice for my 2 boys and not really date, because if I date and I meet a woman and she has children, I would try my best to give her child the same quality of life that I want for my child. You understand what I'm saying? Like my goal is to, like, my kids to have access to, at least when they turn 18, to have access to at least $500,000. Now I'm not gonna give it to them, but that's my plan, right? Is for, hey, I got $500,000 here for you. Hey, you got to meet these certain goals. You mark off this checklist. You get access to this, and another. So, because what I'm not gonna do, my child is not graduating at 18, moving out of my house, getting a car note, and getting an apartment. We're not doing that.
I don't think you should necessarily hand your kids money like, hey, this is how society works.
You just missed the last part of what I said.
No, I thought you were saying,
I'm going somewhere. Walk with me. So my kids are not getting no apartment. My kids are not getting no car note. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build them a house, paid for. I'm gonna buy them a car. Like I already got several cars now, so I'm gonna just fix up one of my cars and give it to them, and then once they earn it, I get them a better quality car. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want my kids to get out of school, and I think Karen was saying that I don't want my kids to get out of school and then go straight into debt. We're not doing it at all, and we're focusing on academics and sports so we can get a full ride if you decide to go to college. That's if you decide to go to college, because I'm not paying out of pocket, and you're not finna get no bunch of student loan. We're not doing it. So it's just all about, in my opinion, giving your child, having a good plan or solid plan to give your child a better quality of life. and not having them struggle and experience the same things that we experience. Anybody got anything to say about that?
Do you
But
think
Yeah.
Trey,
that most trust fund babies operate under the guidance of what you would tell your children?
You say what?
Do you think that most trust fund babies operate under the guidance that you would give to your children? Like when you look at most trust fund
They
babies,
got
do
to
you
do
think
with what we talking about.
you
He,
just
he,
said I'm not gonna
he
give
just he said he's going to put restrictions on the money and goals that they have to meet before they can access a portion of the bread. Like, okay, you got to get an 800 credit score. You gotta get this. You got to get a job. You stay there for
Well,
a couple
see,
years.
passport. That's where you come
that.
in. At.
So
Just
what I'm
like,
asking him
hold
is,
on, hold on, hold on, August. That's like when it comes to the credit score. I think everybody should, if you taking care of your business as a man or a woman, put your kid as an unauthorized user on your credit card to help boost their credit score.
I
That's
think
that's that's
work.
step one. In helping your kid build credit. Now, what you say, August?
What I was asking is, do you think that most trust fund babies have a dad like you that tell them, "Hey, listen, you have to do boom, boom, boom before you get to do"?
You like August, like, never mind.
They
No,
hopefully
a lot
they
of
listen,
trust
hope.
funds are set
no,
up with
because we
stipulations
have a
that
lot of
they cannot
trust
touch
fund
the
babies
money
on
until they
they don't know
meet
crap
certain
about how to
requirements.
get money, how to keep it, or nothing. And we know this as adults for a fact. We do know this. I'm not the only person that's walking around seeing people that got trust funds that actually know how to operate with money and how to keep it, how to use it, and how to spend it, or how to get it.
Hey, August, how many
Yeah,
within your circle that you know that's a trust fund baby that's just burning through their money personally to you?
I don't know trust fund baby. I'm
But you
black.
just said that we all
Well,
knew.
I do. So I'll speak on it because I know some trust fund babies. I had somebody I went to college with. Actually, two people. They was roommates, and their parents gave him, a couple $10,000 per semester, right? Um, they blew through it in a matter of weeks. Okay. The way that they daddies cussed them out and told them that they would pull them out of college if they ever were so reckless again. You know what I mean? So I think being a trust fund baby doesn't just come like the people who are trust fund babies and have generational wealth, their parents are drilling into them like we got it, we got to keep it. And the unfortunate part is that most Black Americans, the generational wealth leaves after the second transfer. So let's just say I get rich, my grandkids likely aren't going to be as rich as me because in the Black community, holding on to wealth in America is it's difficult, and it doesn't, it's not very successful. So I think that like mindsets and raising it, like even, and I know this name is whatever, but Kim Kardashian, Chloe, and all of them, they talk about how they dad Rob made them all work, and he did not buy them luxury. He said, I'm going to give you the better opportunity in life. Now you got to do what you got to do if you want a luxurious life. I've already put you at a certain level by being your dad, being rich, sending you to good schools, all of this, all of this. Y'all got a network. Now y'all got to work it. And so they all talk about working and stuff like that. And most of the people I know, their parents who got family businesses, they got all these things, they all work. They work for the family business. I ain't going to lie. They went to college debt free and got to go where they wanted to go. They was, on the French Riviera when we was out of college during the summertime, but their parents still made them work.
Yeah, and that's why Shaquille O'Neal, he's bigger than that. But like I say, the whole context about having so many kids is just give your kids a better quality of life. That's why I mentioned the things that I mentioned as far as not letting my kids graduate from high school and go straight into debt. So I kind of wanted to know what was everybody planning, what type of goals that they have for their children. Like I said, I already have a goal for both my boys and what I'm aiming towards. so that, like I say, they can have access and a better quality of life than I have. So that was more so my thing. Like, are we sacrificing as a whole to try to put our kids in a better position? Because having a bunch of kids, it'd be hard. Like, it'd be hard to really, really give them, access. They're gonna go into debt because they're gonna be like, I don't have a car. Because, like, think about this. Your child been with you 18 years and they get nothing when they graduate. That's crazy to me.
So Trey, so do you think, well, you know your kids, right? Do you think the average kid would appreciate their parents handing them things such as a house and a car and different things when they like get a certain age versus, because you said you're not going to make them work for it, right? You're just going to make sure that they have that, they're prepared with that when they get ready to leave your house. Is that correct? Or when they turn 18?
Well, I'm gonna build a house. They're not gonna have to buy a house. I refuse to let my kids buy a house.
So what do you think their appreciation level is going to be like with you just handing that to them?
Well, like I said, we only award good behavior. So it's just like my oldest right now. My oldest, he's spoiled. He gets the world because of what of the product that he puts out. So as long as you're making good grades, phenomenal soccer player, don't have no issues, don't never get in trouble, follow directions 99% of the time, why wouldn't I reward you? You know what I mean? And then, like I said, I'm your father, so it's my responsibility to put you in a better position.
Yeah, I think what's missing is like a lot of people who even have the luxury of even having a trust fund from their parents. They hopefully they would have somebody that's going to give them the guidance to point them in the right direction and not rob them or let them burn through the money and stuff like that. Because if you give majority, look at most of these NFL players or college players that's getting millions of dollars at 19, 20 years old. Now, if I got a couple million at 19, I would have had a box Chevy, an Impala, sitting on the things, pulling up to the club.
And I
Put
think
some
that's the
D's
point
on
I was.
that thing.
Them
That's the
D's, you
point.
feel me?
Yeah, that's the point I think I was getting at because like, so the I don't know what's going on with these 17 and 18-year-olds these days. Like they are just completely reckless. I don't know whether to blame them when they get a certain age or the parents. But to your point, passport, yeah, I had a cousin that went to the NBA. He wasn't in there for a full season. He was acting a fool, getting the police called on him, getting locked up. It was just insane. And I've never seen him act like that before he had access to all those things because he grew up right here in Madison. Great kid, all through high school, elementary school, very respectful. But when he got access to the money and the women, he just started going crazy. But like I said, I wasn't trying to talk specifically about Trey kids because I like I said he know his boys, but I was trying to speak about the average 17 and 18-year-old that will have access to all of that.
Yeah, the average,
So, Rose,
the average is
I got a
going
question
crazy.
now. Do you
Go ahead.
think do you really think it's the money or do you think it's the fame? And the reason I ask this is because, with social media, we're seeing a number of these kids get famous, right? And yeah, it gives them access to certain things. And I'm wondering, like, is it really is it the fame and the notoriety that goes through their head more than the money? Like, or do you think it for him, like you said you never seen him act that way? Do you think it was the fame or do you really think it was the money? Let's just say he had won the lottery. You think, but nobody knew him. You think he would have still went as crazy or?
You know what? You know what? That's a good question because, like I said, his family didn't come from like a whole lot of money, but he had everything he needed. So it might have been more of the fame, but like I said, with him being in the NBA, I think those two kind of go hand in hand. So I don't. That's a very good question, but yeah, I think it more so might have been the money because of what he had access to. He's like traveling, has access to women that he probably didn't see in Chicago. He's going overseas, he's in hotel rooms by himself, no parents around, no guardians, no anything. He could just do whatever he wants,
Does
and
he have
he's
his
treated.
dad in his life?
He did, yeah, he did.
What type of dad is his dad? Because our dads are not the same.
Um, I feel like if his dad, you're right. I feel like if his dad was more present, he was present, but he wasn't in the home 100% of the time. So maybe if he was more present, maybe he would have been able to handle that a little bit differently once he got that freedom.
Wait, question. Like I tell people real quick though, like I tell people like the grown kids in my family. I'm talking about like the grown kids, right? Like little cousins that's grown, 25, 26, nephew, 25, 24, 23, stuff like that. They don't even raise their voice. They know better and they grown. To the adults in our family, they don't even play. They know. If I disrespect anybody in this family that's older than them, I might not see tomorrow. That's the type of energy we got in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't see no disrespect at all. You don't see no talking back. You don't see none of that mess. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we gotta look at the seniority in the family and the structure to see if we really putting down that foundation on the kids. Because once you put a good foundation down, you ain't gotta worry about them. Trust me. I promise you, they will fear you for the rest of their life, just like my daddy did me. I'm still scared of my daddy, and I know I can whoop my daddy. But he let me know, if you play with me, you will not see tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think we need to start bringing that back because we lost that. It used to be you would find yourself picking up your teeth off the floor if you said the word
100%.
lie, call somebody by their first name, or elder, anything.
Well, if the parents are more of trying to be the child's friend instead of parenting the child, then I guess that's the result of what we're seeing today.
Yeah, I absolutely think there's a problem. Then you got women and men that are becoming parents at a very early age. So they have no choice but to be their friend daughter bestie. My daughter already know I'm not your best friend. I'm not your friend at all. I'm your parent. That's it, and that's all. But
I'm not one of your little friends.
Mm-hmm.
But she respects.
I'm not one of your little friends.
Yeah, she respects me, and even her friends do too.
Hey, real quick. So listen, before we got 44. We not doing no marathon night. We got 44.
I'm about to get off.
44 minutes. I'm cutting it off. Now listen, real quick. We want to go back because everybody wasn't here for the actual topic. Are you attracted to younger women? So I know these brothers up here. I assume.
Hot seat.
I can't speak for y'all, but any of y'all brothers attracted? Would y'all date a young lady young enough to be your daughter? Look at August. She said.
What age is that, Trey?
Yeah. Listen. Okay. So if you, I think passport is 40. So yeah. I would say 25. Would you date a woman 25 passport?
I'll go to at least 20, 21. If we was on the same page. If we was on the same page. Now, if we're not on the same page, because I don't have the same patience I had, from when I was in my 20s until I'm 40. I don't have the same patience. So yeah, I mean, I'll scale up 25. But if I happen to come across one, not saying I'm looking for it. Let me clarify. I'm not looking for it. But if it came across me,
I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let the ladies rebuttal.
How old you say you are, passport?
I'm 40. I'm
okay. Tell me why you would go to that age.
I don't want to judge just because she's 21. I don't want to judge if we are connecting. I guess I don't want to judge her and be like, oh, you're a child or something like that. So I mean, I would be open. I would be open.
So you're not only targeting, that age range. You're just if you met somebody.
I said yeah. Like I said, if I'm in the club and I'm mingling. And I happen to come across, let's say, I had 3 girls. One's 25, one's 23, and one was 21. I'm just I'll be open because like I said, I'm single, I'm mingling, and I need someone who is of childbearing age without complications.
You said as low as 21?
Yes, 21 and up.
So how do you think you can connect with the 21-year-old?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would be open to it, but I don't know. It just depends on where her head's at. If her head's not in the right place, I don't have the patience to sit there and peel back all the same layers as I did 10 years ago.
What's the right place? What is ideal? If you had your ideal 21-year-old, what would that be like?
What would she be like?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Oh, she wouldn't have no children. She would have a father in her life. She would be productive, and she would listen and follow directions.
All right, real quick. Hold on, Cameron. Do you think her father would approve of you with 40 and she?
Me? Hell yeah. I'm productive. I can take care of her. I don't got no bastard kids. You know, I would. You know, I do approve me.
Hey, passport. This ain't even like passport. This not even on no like. It's nothing towards you. I'm just saying like, if you're a dad and you come in and you tell me, you know, you trying to, you know, be with my daughter, and you like 40 something, regardless of what your character is, you know what I'm saying? You might be all those things, but you know, that's my little girl, and you come up here and you like double her age. You don't think I'm gonna look at you a little crazy?
I would ask her if we got that far. I would ask her, "Is your dad gonna be okay with it?" Ask him first. If he's like, "Hell no," how am I gonna get mad at her father for protecting her or wanting to point in the right direction? I would accept it.
Would you be okay with your 21? Not the
I don't have no children, so I can't speak on that. I don't have no children.
I have two questions. One
Rose
for
about to go in.
and one for what's that?
I don't have no children, so I can't speak on a parent because I don't have no children.
You have nieces and nephews?
Yes.
So would you be okay with your 21-year-old niece bringing
If he is willing to, if she likes him and he's willing to, and he can take care of her, I'll be like I said. They're two consenting adults. They can do whatever they want because they're consenting adults. If she likes him enough, I done vetted him. I'm like, well, I can't find a reason to not like him. Would I prefer her to probably? I can give her my suggestions, and if she still wants to do it, I'm allow her to make her own decisions if she's an adult, especially if she's a drinking age or 25, whatever, however old she is. But hopefully she has her father, so I don't have to, you know, take that burden.
Do you hang out with 21-year-old men?
No, all my homeboys are at least my age or my age.
Is there a particular reason why you don't seek out friendships with younger men?
Because my age group that I went high school with, we grew up to our age that we are right now. So why would I be trying to befriend, you know, I guess a homeboy that's 21? Now, I mean, if I don't know, if I was a coworker and at my job and he was a 21-year-old or stuff like that, I mean, would I befriend him or be open to socializing? Yeah, why not?
Well, hold on, passport. Ho. Bro, what would you have in common with a 21-year-old man?
I said, okay, I laid it out. If I'm 20, we're at a job where common people meet, my job hires a 21-year-old. I don't know, we're working together and we're chit-chatting and, you know, and then I don't know, you want to come watch the game or whatever like that. How am I going to tell him, no, whoa, you're too young, I can't watch the game with you? I mean, we're just watching the game.
I would, if I'm being real. But listen,
a 21-year-old to watch the football game?
Yeah, but hold on, listen. Watching the game and really being friends is two different things, though.
Well, like I said, I don't know when the last time you had a job, but like I said, I have a job. So if my job hires a 21-year-old truck driver and we happen to be doing a delivery together.
Yeah, but hold on. Passport, watch this. Listen to what I'm saying. I've had co-workers that we got cool and we hung out outside of work, but they were not really my friends, though.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about being a real friend.
Yeah.
Like my friends I've been rocking with 30 plus years. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, my brother, like tell me what you have in common with him. Not saying that y'all watch the game. That's so vague.
I would have to get to know him. Like I said, I'm into fixing cars, old schools, football, sports. So I would have to see, if we have any common ground. If we have no common ground,
right, I'm gonna say this last thing. August, you are so hilarious talking to that screen. I'm just letting you know.
Hold on, Trey. I had another part.
Okay, go ahead, Karen.
Okay, so this is for what's that?
Hey, hold on. Who got that on?
Background.
Hey, why so? Is that you got YouTube on, family? If you got YouTube,
let me cut that joint off.
Yeah. Turn the YouTube off. Or just, you don't have to turn it off, just mute it. That's how you gotta do.
What's next? You have daughters, right?
I have one. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. How would you feel your 21-year-old daughter bringing passport home?
I wouldn't like that.
I mean, he doesn't know me though, but
not because he's a bad dude, but because I would probably want.
Hey, Wolfstack, hey, respectful. The fact that you say you're lying.
No, no, I just don't want to say.
You know what I would have said? I'd have said, hell no.
Right, we just going off age.
It wouldn't even be no thought for me. I'm just saying, for me, it wouldn't even be no thought. I'm not hesitating. I'm not doing none of that.
Trey, can I tell you why I said that, bro? Look, my ex-wife, right? When I met her, she was turning 21. I was turning 27. So at first, her dad didn't like the fact that I was 6 years older than her, because he thought that was damn near a decade. That's what I'm saying. But 40 and 21 is different, though. That's way different.
Wolfstacks, you literally said you thought about it.
Because I didn't want to say nothing bad. But as a dad, I would say, hell, effing no.
But that's the reason. That's the reason why I said in the beginning. I gave the preface. I said, like, passport. I don't, like I said, it's no assassination to your character. Like I said, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're not a good dude.
No, nobody's condemning passport.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying if
I just want to know what him and the 21-year-old got in common.
I already answered that. We would have to find some kind of common ground. I don't know which. Like I said, if she's, let's just say she's young-minded, city girl-minded, I ain't dealing with that. But you know, if she, like I said, I said I'll be open to it. So I'm not trying to twist my words. I said I'll be.
I got you. Respect. All right. We gonna move. So Samson, what about you? Would you date at your age? So you are 35. So we gonna go to 21, 20 for you. Would you date a young lady that young?
No.
I think 30K. I think 30K is doesn't have any children, and he's
I'll pass 30K. My bad, 30K. So 30K is 45. So would you date a girl 30K?
You said 30?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would.
So ladies, do y'all have a problem with that dynamic?
You said age 30 and he's 45.
Remember, I've been using, so watch this. I've been going at least 15 years, right? So 15 years is somebody young enough to be your kid, your child.
Wait, but passport was 19 years. So what's 9? Right. So
20,
would you date somebody 26?
Yep. Trey, I think you need to bring it.
Hold. August, we gonna let you go to work in a minute, baby. We got 33 minutes. I might keep going. Just
so let me put this out before it gets to this point, all right? Because you're gonna have some pushback with me, but you need to be very concise with your questions, and it should be one at a time. That's all I ask.
Well, 30K. I think they talking to you now. So you say, would you? I think you.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it to them because I've already answered the question.
So 30K said he would date a woman 26 and he is 45.
Yep.
So I need the ladies to y'all talk. Y'all go ahead.
Can I go first?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Whoever said, "Oh shit," I love you too. But excuse me, Mr. 30K. If you would date a woman that's like, would you say 20 years younger than you or something like that?
I thought we just answered that.
No, but the whole question of the video is, do you have friends that age? Like male friends, guy friends. Do you go and shoot the shit with guys that age?
I used to before I started moving around.
Oh, wait. Why'd you stop then?
No, be very specific, August. I can beatbox with you if you want.
No, sir, I'm asking you. Do you
we got 30 minutes, man. We got 30 minutes, man. Can we get to it?
Hey, 30K.
I am. I'm saying
I might keep going a little longer, but listen, 30K, you know she's being serious, sir.
And I said before I started moving around, and then now she's trying to switch it up and pivot to something else.
No,
so be very specific, August.
No. That's not what I did. You said that it would be okay for you to be a certain age and date somebody the age that's way younger than you, possibly 20 years younger.
And then you said, did I have friends that age? I said before I moved.
No, I said
yes.
You have friends that age.
And I
you
said
yes until I started moving around. So when you started moving around,
Okay, go ahead.
when you started moving around and you got rid of the friends that age, why you ain't get
Who said
rid
I
of
got
them?
rid of them? I said
You said
before
what?
I moved. I didn't get rid of them. So
No, he's
don't
saying hanging
conflate.
out. So I think there's a breakdown of communication. He said hanging out with, not that they are no longer friends, because he's moving around. He can't physically hang out with probably a lot of people because he's physically moving around.
That's not what I'm asking him though. If he came to California right now, where I'm at, and I'm 18, and he says, "Hey, listen, girl, you're beautiful. I want to deal with you." That's cool. That's fine. Okay. But my question is, are you coming out here and befriending 18-year-olds that are my age so they could be your friends as well that are men?
Yeah, I would do that.
Why?
I have no problem doing that.
Some men
He
actually
said
might need like a
26,
mentor.
August. Jesus Lord.
Wait, you said what? Because some men like a mentor.
Some men, since
Wait, can we let
of
30K answer the question?
Yes.
And I said yes. I'm waiting for her to go to another question.
How
No,
low
that
would
was
you
the
go?
question. I couldn't hear you. You said the answer was yes, you would come out here to California and you would pick up 18-year-old chicks to date,
Oh,
and you
here
would
we go. Oh my goodness.
He never said
He never said that. He never said that.
What age would you go to? 30K.
Right. Okay.
The lowest.
We're going to stop at 26. This is the reason why I preferenced it so that we wouldn't get to this point.
Okay, well
Do
we
you
got
see what I'm saying?
lost.
We got lost or August got lost?
No, I just can't hear.
Whoever you want.
Okay,
I'm very clear in my statements because I already know the line of questions is about to happen. So to repeat everything, will I date or even try to court someone that's 26? I said yes. And then the next question is, would you be friends with men that's that age? And I said yes. So what's the
Are
next
you
question?
friends with men that's 26?
What did you say?
Are you actually friends with men? Do you have
question already?
He said yes.
He said yes.
Okay. So that's fine. So my questions now is, if your daughter said that she wanted to be in a relationship with somebody that you're friends with, that's your age, when you're 50 and she's 18, are you okay with it?
I am. I'm not a hypocrite. I
That's
am.
all I wanted to know. That's all I
Okay.
wanted to know. That's all I
I'm glad
wanted to
that you're
know.
not a hypocrite, because a lot of times when you ask people that question, it's good for them, but they be like, no way for their child. And that's
Right, rules for thee, but not for me. Right, exactly.
But I mean,
Thank you.
personally, I think it's a big difference. A 26-year-old versus someone who's barely legal. At 26, some women, because not all these women, but some women are, they're with their whole like.
All I said is that I would never date anybody younger than me. That's all I said.
Well, August, you don't have to worry about that. You married and you about to spit out 2 more kids. Don't nobody want you.
But your husband. Okay, wait. We only got a couple more minutes. Who else got to answer these questions?
My
Thank you,
question is
30K,
this.
for your honesty.
My
I
question is
believe
this
you.
before. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Then we got Wolf Stack.
So my question, this is just one question, and I just need to know this specific number. You don't even have to give the reason because I'll ask y'all later. What is the for y'all? What is the number between youngest and oldest that you think is okay? Karen,
Yes, I'm gonna know
Becky, August, and then Rose.
Can you please provide more context?
Okay, wait. I'll answer it. Wait, I'll answer it, and then you can see what he's saying. Okay. Now, for me, 30K, it is age dependent. I think 25 to 10 years is what I would be comfortable with my child going. The older they get.
No, you.
Oh, me personally, my age range? I would date someone up to 8 years younger than me and up to 12 years older than me.
You're how old again?
8 years
Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
You're how old
she's
again?
30. I think she's
35.
35.
She want a YN.
47.
Okay, I see.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, 47. All right, next.
That's crazy. That's
I
wild.
mean, the oldest I probably would go would be 12 years older than me.
And you're how old?
I'm about to be 39.
Okay.
On a nigga 50. Okay.
So that's 51, right?
Girl, really?
Rose.
Really? Oh my God. I have never
Why are you so dramatic? How old is your husband?
Y'all not gonna say nothing. That's
talking to me.
Yeah, how old is your husband, August?
I think he just turned 45.
I think.
You think.
You think.
birthday. You know what?
Kick her off. She gotta go to bed.
Wait, hold on. Guys, calm down. Jesus Christ. So when I got with him, he said that he was at the age to where he starts forgetting how old he is. So I can only go off of what he tell me. I think he's 45.
Okay, Rose.
That's
We're not
wow.
touching this.
You've never
Rose.
seen your. You know what?
Let's
Yeah,
move
go
on.
ahead.
I know for a damn. I know. No, wait. I know for a damn sure fact he's older than me because I don't do dudes my age.
Don't even know how old your husband is.
You never looked at his ID?
Sorry, do you understand why I'm asking this question now?
I know he's older than me though.
That's crazy.
No.
So if y'all gonna sit here and ask men questions,
How old did he
and then try
turn
to-
on his birthday?
I don't do that Jada Pickett, August Alsina thing. I don't do that. No, hell no.
He just said that.
She just said you a
Okay.
You know what?
She's 27 years
We
old.
can't. Absolutely
Okay,
not.
Why are we asking a married woman?
Everybody, hold on.
okay, August.
Everybody. August, I'm gonna ask you a specific question.
Cool.
I need a direct answer.
Cool.
Do you know how old your husband is? Yes or no?
Yes. I think so.
Oh, she's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, I think she
No, she not 30K. No, she really not. No.
No, I'm
She's
not
not doing that on purpose. She don't know for real.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So that's why I say I think so. Because I'm
Okay, hold
You
on.
never
Okay.
seen his driver's license.
Have I seen his driver's license?
Have you ever seen his driver's license?
Hell no, I ain't the nigga in the vehicle. Driver's license for?
Crazy.
Let's not get down this rabbit hole, please.
Y'all gonna sit there and not
Please, no. Please,
Man.
guys.
Rose,
Say something.
Rose, what's the youngest and what's the oldest for you?
The youngest maybe about 2 years younger than me. I've never dated younger and I prefer not to. The oldest I'll go is about 5 years older than me.
Okay, I'm gonna land with this. So, based on the line of questioning to the men, you're gonna see where they're coming from. One said 12, the other one said what was it, 11?
I said 8 younger, 12 older.
Okay, so 8, 12, and 5.
Please retract
and then
that.
and then the other one doesn't know. So I'll land with that. I'll mute myself.
No,
why so serious?
I don't understand.
Are you asking me? You're asking me if I'm being serious? No, I just want to.
No.
Somebody asked me.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I don't understand.
You
Where
sure
he
you want my
landed.
answer?
You ninjas.
okay, I'm going to speak to this point. Each of y'all are going to have your own personal belief on what is considered too old or too young for a person. Correct?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
Did you see the Nick Fuentes video when he said what?
August.
Okay, we get it.
Happened. You don't know how old your husband is, and you just had his birthday. Stop. Let everybody else talk, cause you tweaking. Stop. Cause ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They've been sitting on here just looking, and y'all know y'all crazy. Y'all just gonna sit there. Y'all not gonna say nothing. Y'all is bugging the fuck. Hey.
Yo, he was holding on.
Take a walk, man. Take a walk.
So do you? So back to my statement. Do you understand where I landed at?
No, I get it.
Hold on, listen.
Okay.
Listen. I forgot he just had a birthday. Oh my God.
Let's go, cake. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, I think Trey made a point today about a person's brain not even being fully developed
Don't do that.
at a certain age. I am gonna do that, absolutely. Because if Passport is 45 and he's talking about potentially
40. Don't put that 5 on.
Oh, you're 40. I'm sorry, I thought you were 45. But still, potentially taking a 21-year-old serious, I'm trying to find out where could that connect be?
Hey,
Like
30,
from a
30K before you say something. Y'all always use this. You basically saying that she doesn't have the mental capacity or the discernment to pick a man. But should they have the right?
Most of them.
Should they? Well, should these people be putting? Should those people who can't have the capacity to pick a partner have the right to vote?
No, most people shouldn't vote. Period. Let's be honest.
Okay,
and also, but think about it this way.
Finish. Let the man finish. I don't think you doing it.
Should she be able to go to? Should this person be able to go to the bar and buy their own drinks? If this person is able to do grown people things, then what's wrong with them choosing the person that they want to be with? Now,
okay, but wait,
especially if they of the age of being grown.
It's not about that. I'm just trying to see where, depending on where they are in life, where can they connect mentally? What can she offer you out of intimacy besides intimacy?
She's not a headache the way old broads are. She come with less baggage.
I didn't say that, but I don't disagree with that.
She comes with less baggage. She's not. I will say this: a 21-year-old, we gonna say
like 3-4 niggas running through the crib, all black, mask on, running through the crib and shit. One nigga run to the front door. I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot the nigga. Bow, shot his ass. Bow, 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 bow. All the niggas run out the door. They run out the door. This nigga on the floor.
My bad. So she's more controlling. Send that to me on Instagram, brother.
Whoa, controlling. She's more agreeable.
She's not about controlling. She just pliable.
I say the shots were fired, ladies. Y'all need to fight back. That's all I'm saying.
It's not shots being fired. It's just that
you won't let us. I'm asking.
August, hold on. Go ahead, brother.
Let him finish. Come on, go ahead.
Isn't a woman? I'm 34. Finna be 35 this year. Like
finna be.
In April, I'll be 35. A woman my age, they say they want leaders. They want a man that can teach them things. What can I teach a 35-year-old that another man hasn't?
If you're a real man, you go ahead.
I ain't even finna go through with it.
That's what they're gonna say too.
I'm not finna deal with it.
Ladies, y'all gotta fight back now.
And most
no, wait, let him finish.
How do not say finna? Don't say words.
Wait, no, let him finish. August, let him finish.
Answer the question.
Hold on, fam. August, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. I'm running out of patience. I'm gonna take you down if you don't cooperate. Literally.
And you know, I do a lot of rage baiting, as you can tell. But to answer your question that you was gonna ask me, Rose, I don't typically even go after women my age.
Okay, so I have no argument with you.
Do you not have an argument with him because he's 35?
No. So what's the lowest you would go? Let's start there. If you were not married.
22, 23.
And
the same age I met the woman. The same age I met the woman I'm with now. She was 22, going on 23 when I met her.
Ishmael, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna sound like a contrarian, but I really just want to know the answer to the question. So when we're looking at the statement that you made about the young women that tend to be less of a headache, right? You said that's what you said. You said the young women are less of a headache. So are you saying that because just their lack of life experience, they tend to be less of a headache? Or you just think overall because just in general, like women that are our age are just naturally more of a headache? Like what do you mean?
If we gonna go in general, they all headaches. So it's you just pick the best headache that you ain't got to use that much time on.
Exactly, bro.
That's what you do. Now I will say, as far as they like to say control, it's not about control. When you say less of a headache, the younger they are, I will say they don't know as much as far as men. They don't know as much as far as the dating world. So you can say it will be a little control, but it's not
manipulative.
It's not manipulation.
Oh man, here we go.
It's not manipulation if you to it being genuine.
But
Brother.
you're taking advantage of the fact that she don't
And
know
she's
certain
not.
things.
Here we go.
And young women don't take advantage of older
But
men.
that's not who we talking about. We talking about
Now we're not
y'all.
talking about that. What is the equivalent
Hey,
in
Smell, I got a
crime?
question
We
for you,
getting
brother.
something out of the deal like I am.
Well,
Hey,
hold on, because you got a man in the comments that said a woman is, hold on, Blanco said that a woman that age for passport, she's only gonna be with you because of money. That's it.
All y'all are
I'm
with us
broke though.
because of
Broke. I
money.
ain't got
You're
no money.
never
No,
gonna
I'm
marry a
Now,
broke
most of
man.
y'all ain't got no money. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm broke.
Let's deal with the
Man,
average. Let's deal with the average. The
Don't do that, Becca. Don't do that, Becca.
average.
Hold on, you about to
Don't
you
do
about
that,
to
Nope.
Becca.
violate.
you sure you
We're
want to do
gonna
Don't
that?
do
stick.
that.
We're gonna stick
Are you sure
it
you want to
where
do
it's
that?
at.
I mean, we can
Don't
The
do
go
that,
with
Becca.
the average.
average
Average is
doesn't.
what?
And so the
Don't do
question
that in
is,
front of me.
But the average
would
man can
that
take care of
22-year-old be
average
with
man can.
you if you were average? If the
Yes,
answer is no, then Rose is
yes.
correct, right?
A broke
If
man knows he's broke. But a broke woman feels she's dating the wrong man.
wait,
There we
because
go.
Poppy said, and he's
Stop
a
going
man,
off these
a
men that's pandering
21-year-old
to the in
woman
the group
with a
in the comments,
45-year-old.
man.
Hey, fam, that's one of the homies. He ain't pandering, dog. I'm keeping
No,
it
he's
clean.
not
Right,
pandering. No, he doesn't
but
pander. Trust me.
it's like
He
my bad, homie.
he said 21-year-old bras are hustlers. She would run circles around that 45-year-old man. Do you think that's true? She's gonna run circles around you? Is that what you
Oh,
want, passport?
Whoa, hold
Hey,
on,
all
hold
hold
on,
on,
Is
y'all
that,
hold
is
hear
on,
that a
my
question
hold
to
on,
me?
hold
hey,
on.
hold on, y'all. Blanco, pull up. Blanco, pull up.
You got to understand,
I'm
all
gonna
women
drop
can
somebody,
run
right?
circles around
Go ahead,
any
go ahead.
man
I
of
drop.
any
I drop. Go
age,
ahead, go ahead.
though.
I drop. Go ahead, go ahead.
Any man of any age can get ran circles around. She could be 50, run around circles a man. 21,
Wait,
she could do. So what's the difference?
But you don't think the chances are way higher with a 21-year-old?
The only men that get ran around is men that don't understand women. So if I understand a woman, she can't play me to the left.
wait,
Yeah.
hold on, real quick. What was the statement before about women not running over dudes? Are we
She
now going back on that?
she said that a 21. He said that a 21-year-old woman can run circles around a man. They
No,
only
but
running circles
wait,
around suckers.
but before you came on, there was a statement about that.
What did one
Correct?
of the ladies say?
Correct? Wasn't we just talking about that before he jumped on?
What was the statement?
about
Because I
women
missed
not
it.
being well, the
I'll be
21-year-old
direct.
mind is not fully developed, right? So the
No, no, no,
statement
no,
that
no.
Blanco made, if you either you believe they're
No,
fully
I'm not.
developed or you're
That's not
not.
what he,
I'm not.
I
I'm
that's
don't
not
not the
talking
think
about
statement he's
that.
talking
I'm
about.
talking
That's
about
not the
before
statement
that
he's talking about.
statement.
He's talking about before that.
I don't think a woman's brain is fully developed till she start buying her own drinks at the bar.
But did you just say she wasn't though? Because you said she shouldn't
Damn,
be.
you said when she started buying her
But
own
you
drinks at the
have your kids before
As far as
he
dating wise,
Hey
which
Trey, you
Because
remember
they get free
before?
drinks. So
You
You
remember
gotta
before
repeat.
early in
You
the
gotta repeat the
conversation?
30K.
what if hold on, what
30K.
if she don't drink at all, then what?
even then, or put it to you like this:
Like me, I don't
when
like
it,
women that drink.
you're right, but if she's at the club when the lights come on, then that's a
See,
problem.
that's a problem. I don't want no woman in the club.
Hey,
What I'm
30K. You
saying
gotta.
is, she go out with her friends. A woman that has a man, if he go out too by 1:30, she gonna get that call. I'm headed to the house. I'm a little tipsy. Hey, y'all, I'm finna go. My man going home. She ain't gonna be
sir.
there that long. She gonna be
Say
there
it
an hour,
again,
hour and a
30K.
half.
You got to say it again, 30K. Just repeat it.
Yeah, what I was stating before is that I remember right when I got on, you were talking about I'll make sure that my sons don't get ran over by women, and
Oh,
it
that was
wasn't it
Becca.
said
That was Becca. That was Becca
yes,
talk. She was talking
and
about
then
for him to be purified and saving himself till he's 28 with no experience, and then she's
yeah,
gonna release him to the wild, and he should know he should
He
have it all
gonna
figured out.
he gonna get ran. So he gonna get ran. They gonna do him so
No,
dirty.
Not
But
even.
Becca said she's gonna give
so
him the
right
guidance.
now, if you say not even, you see how we're going back and forth.
No, I'm
So
Becca,
it's
not.
either that
So we're talking about him interacting with
with
people,
a
right?
21 year old. Let's be specific. 21
Presumably
year
in
old.
his, it's not just 21, right? It's manipulative people, period. It ain't just,
Oh
so
man,
it's
here we go.
saying, teaching him how to have discernment to pick someone who aligns with the morals that he decides to set up for himself and for his life, right? And
Okay.
the thing is that the younger you are, the more, for the typical average person, the more flexible you are in your thinking, in your morality, and what you want out of life. You are more of an open book, which is why picking solid states such as marriage, which is lifetime at that young of an age, is not recommended. Why? Because the average person is still flexing at the age of 21. Because you're still in college if you go, right?
Not
22
everybody
is
goes
when
to
the average
college.
person, 22 is when the average person graduates, when the average person starts going, you know what I mean? They graduate college around 22. Between 22 and 25 is when you start to see life as an adult. You start to feel like an adult between the ages typically of 22 and 25. By the time you're 25, you're adulting. If you went to college, you've been working for 3 years. If you've had a job, you've moved from entry level to moving up, you start making a little bit of money, doing the things, you start being more solid by 25 than you were at even 21. At 21, you're so hyped because you just got permission to drink.
What is the average? Wait. Since we're taking it there, because we were just talking about averages, right? Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What is the average? And depending on where you want to take it, what's the average population of high schoolers that actually go to college?
College or secondary education, I think.
College, because you said college.
Okay. Just college, it was 30 something percent. I think the last time I looked at it. And if you include trades and all of that with like a 2-year
Nope, I'm not
apprenticeship,
including
it's another
trades. I'm not including
15%?
trades. You just said college. You said graduated college at 22, right? 21, right?
Yes. Yeah, 22, you graduate.
Okay. So if we're talking about averages based on what you just stated, you said 30%. Is that an average? Is that the average population?
Actually, gotta look at what percent of people go to college. No, it's the minority. Well, I gotta say women, actually.
Hey, I got a question for you, Becca. If a woman,
I lied. I'm sorry. 58 to 59% of women go to college. Oh, I'm sorry. And about 70% of women aged 16 to 24 enroll in there. So nope, it's majority. I'm sorry. Like I said, my statistics.
A majority of everybody.
You said women, right?
We're talking about women. Yes.
I said okay.
So more women, more women. The majority of women do go to college, for some period of time.
Women in general, right?
Women, yes, in general.
Okay. So at what point are these women looking for husbands? That population.
That was my age.
That I don't know. The average age of marriage right now in America.
Nope, that population of women that's graduating, that's coming out. What is that population of women that's looking for husbands?
I can't say who are looking for husbands. I can say who gets them.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I'll follow you on that. At what age do they get them?
Hold on. I'm gonna look up. What is the average age that people marry if they go to college?
The specific age. Is it around 28? Is it around 38? Is it around 40?
That's doctor. Hold on, master's.
Average.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to see. I think it's around 28 or 20. Oh no. Yeah, I think it's 28 now. But 2021 it was almost 29%.
29%.
29, sorry, 29 age, the average age, marrying age for a woman who went to college.
So my question is that the age that these men should probably start looking at these women to marry?
I think 25, me personally, is the age. One, like I said, the average person is working, they've lived a little bit of life, they've had some experiences by 25 and up from there. Like I think that 25 would be for me personally, especially for age gap. I would, well, like, not even for age gap. I wouldn't recommend any kids get married before 25, honestly. But I would say 25. I would say was the
Earlier
smart.
you said she need to be outside until she's like 27.
I didn't say outside.
You didn't say outside. You said for her a living life and traveling, aka outside.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so I will say this, right? The population of women that is in colleges, all right? That population, besides studying, what else are they doing in order to get this experience?
So you're studying, you're making friends, you're gaining new experiences, you're going to places, right? Hiking, biking, trailing. People are traveling. They're going around the country, right? Going to beaches, mountains, things like that. They're hanging out.
Yeah, wine tasting,
Learning how to make
partying,
decisions
party,
watching beaches,
partying,
watching.
I mean, I personally didn't do much partying in college, so I don't.
Yeah, within your friend circle, right?
Right. So I don't know how much partying realistically is done. I'd have to look it up.
Rose.
Yes.
How much let me ask you this question because I'm not trying to make it personal to you. When you were in college, how much partying did you see your friends participating in?
Probably about on average every other weekend.
Okay. What type of partying? Like ballroom, ballet? What are they doing?
Trey. No, partying.
Break it down for the 99 2000.
You said break it back?
2000, yeah, partying.
You said
out, getting drunk. Yeah.
2008. We're not 2008. You mean like going like hard in the paint, right?
Yeah.
Girl, you look
Okay.
good.
Now, would you define that as experience?
Yeah. It's a hell of an experience. Yes.
Do you believe that men and women should go through that experience before they get married?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. I land.
Wait.
Yes, because
Listen, but I don't necessarily think.
If you don't experience it then, you're gonna want to experience it later and
Not
later.
true.
That's not true.
It's not true.
I feel like it is because when you
You
shelter
feel like or
somebody
you know.
from something and they're from the outside looking in, their curiosity is on a whole other level.
That's
and
peer
it shouldn't
pressure.
and it shouldn't even be on a whole other level if
That's crazy
in their 30s
work.
they're married.
Are you talking about from the perspective of someone that's like,
Sam,
sheltered or something?
Rose gave us the topic for tomorrow night. Oh my God.
What's the problem with
the streets is calling?
Hey, I'm
So,
gonna be
Karen,
in
we
this
can't
topic
hear you.
tomorrow early. I'm gonna be in tomorrow early, Trey, man.
Experience
You
going
can't
to
hear me?
different parties.
Be tomorrow early.
Hold on, y'all. Karen has something to say. Hold on. Go ahead, Rose, and then Karen gonna go after Rose.
No, I was done. Go ahead, Rose. I mean, Karen.
Wait, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you now.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Oh, so I don't necessarily think they have to party every weekend. But I do think people need to experience life and not just out here wilding and testing out everybody, but more so finding out what they enjoy, develop their own hobbies, because a lot of times women aren't happy because they don't even know themselves. So that's what we were talking about the other day, where like you can't please somebody who don't even know how to make themselves happy. You can't please that person because if she's not happy with herself, you can't add value to her, because then she's gonna want to go out there and experience.
Oh my God.
Not
Karen,
saying partying, not saying
open
partying.
up a whole nother boy. Listen.
Thank you.
Knowing who she
Hey,
is.
listen. When I say y'all gave us a subject for tomorrow night, oh my God, boy, y'all.
No, we talked about this the other day. Like,
but
but man, listen, y'all making y'all look simply bad. I don't know if y'all
No,
realize
but do you really
But
think
no.
men and women are that different? See, this is my thing. You keep
Yes.
thinking that they are, but they really aren't. Just like y'all think y'all need some life experiences. Oh, I
No,
gotta
I
be a
know.
man.
No,
I gotta
no.
grow.
No,
I gotta mature. Women literally feel the same way, and you don't even have to do that to the detriment, right? Like I literally know, like I literally said, the people I know who were virgins when we got married, I know people who ain't even kissed nobody till they got married, and they still went to college, and they still went to the military, and they still went to work programs, and they still volunteered, and they still did all these things, right? And they didn't even kiss anybody before they got married. Or so I'm saying they still lived life and went out and did things. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a negative. If you want to make it to be a negative and you decide that as a person, that's up to you. But there's still other things to do in life, right? That does not involve detrimental activity that people still have to experience.
But majority of people that go to college tend to go to frat parties, clubs, bars.
I'm sorry.
Do that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what about the people who don't? Are they going to parties?
Why would I speak about people that's an exception? We don't talk about exceptions.
Talking about the majority.
No,
we understand that people tend to have.
No, I'm asking about men because the majority of men don't go to college, right? The majority of black men don't go to college
because we're building.
Do y'all still go out and party?
Yes. That doesn't change.
Thank you.
That doesn't change at all. That doesn't change.
But the thing is,
hey Blanco, go ahead and cook on that because I know exactly where you're about to go. The reason why I'm just going to give this preference, and I give it to you, Blanco. I asked specifically about the experience, and y'all gave the exact answer I thought y'all was going to give. You can't dress it up, but the thing is, you're saying that it's a requirement for people to experience certain things, removing the hobbies that not everyone does. But we're talking about like young people who are leaving the house for the first time out on their own, regardless if it's going to be a college or if they're going to a friend's college to party with them, even though they don't attend that college. Hey, Mark, you got it.
What's good, family? How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Man,
Good,
I heard you was a pygmy, nigga.
Man, nah, it just
Don't start that trait.
It's really how Rose worded it, bro. That's all that it is.
How did I word it?
Yeah.
You just read his message.
Man,
I'll be a pick me.
No.
I always gonna pick me. I'm selfish, nigga. I'm always gonna pick me, man. Yo, y'all talk about the whole man like younger woman. I don't know about that one, bro. I think that doesn't happen too often for me to even, you know what I mean? Because think about it, most people age dating gap is usually 3-4 years, bro. Most people
Yep,
like
the average.
The age gap is literally 2, 3, 4 years, bro. Like you rare see somebody with a 10+ year like gap. That's rare, bro.
Marco, Shannon Sharp.
He grown.
Yeah, but Shannon Sharp situation is rare. You see what I'm
Because
saying?
he's a
That's not the norm,
1%er.
bro.
That's valid. He is a 1%er in income.
That's not the norm. Even when the man is like 50, 60,
his wife
he usually 35 to 45. That's right there on the middle, right? Because she still kind of look good a little bit. For a 60-year-old, 35-year-old bro, it's kind of like good for him, I guess. She looks like Maya and shit. That woman is beautiful. And what's the other one? Like, what's the other light-skinned lady? God damn, she was on that show with the curly hair, yo. Anyway, she like 50. She looks great.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
There you go, Tracy. There you go. That man, I will get that woman pregnant tonight, bro. Yo, and listen, and y'all talking about some 21, bro. Let's be honest. I don't know what world y'all live. Sometimes I got to question that because when you see a 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old woman with an old nigga, 9 out of 10, she's into that nigga. She's into that nigga's pockets. There is no way around it. Every time I see you, all the girls I know, these girls are wolf, yo. You understand what I'm saying? There is no prayer. Like y'all come to the internet trying to make the nigga look crazy. Talk about he's a predator. Y'all come up with these crazy words and shit like that. No. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. That woman with Bill Belichick, that nigga like 75. Homegirl is about 25. Who you think is preying on who?
She preying on him.
There you go. That man have made $150 million. And this nigga's Google. That woman was a cheerleader.
Marco, hold on. Ladies, do y'all agree?
I don't think they think women.
No.
Let's clear the lane.
I think in that case, he's the prize. And I think people are clawing to get at him. I think that in that case, he's the one he can stand where he is because of how rich he is, and women are going to clamor to get at him. Like a good percentage of them who he's probably interacting with, they're trying to get with him, just like basketball players. We see it all the time, right? And because of the fame or the fortune, women are throwing themselves at them. They're trying to hook them. So they're the
you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but that happens in every level of life, right? Because in your regular life, in all our regular life, right? The nigga in the neighborhood that own electricity company, or he just probably got a good ass job bringing home 200. He is the Bill Belichick of the hood. Make no mistake about it. So that applies to him too. So the hood red hole for the project, that is 22, 23, 24, will get at him too. Can we agree on that? He becomes the Bill Belichick. He becomes the channel sharp of the neighborhood because they don't have access to the Bill Belichicks and channel sharps of the world that are $100 million man. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
To the girls, can we agree on that? Yes or no?
Let me think.
We watch out. Don't burn your brain cells, please.
Yeah.
I mess with this man.
Man, you called him a pygmy.
It's before I knew him. Hey,
the thing is,
too, man.
Yeah, the problem is that some way, somehow, y'all come over here and play the victim in every scenario on planet Earth. I don't understand that, yo. Y'all gotta pick a side, man. Y'all aggressor or y'all victims? Which one it is? Y'all cannot be both.
Well, Rose in the comments said, y'all know a 21-year-old don't know no better, and y'all take advantage. Sick. She's calling anybody y'all sick. So
but I heard the same thing when 35, 30, 40-year-old women say this man used me, finessed me. I didn't know he was like that. They get manipulated too.
Rose, listen.
So I think there's a difference, though.
Hold on one second. Hold on, listen. I'm gonna give it back to you. Rose, I can get a 21-year-old woman to put it on passport, my Haitian homie, and I promise you the 21-year-old bro will run laps on him. I promise you that.
Come on, Blue. You think so less of me, man. Come on. Put a little bit more respect on
No, it's not that. No, it's not that because they were talking about you earlier. I know poking at you. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Because you were using you as an example.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm using you. I'll continue the example. And the reason I say they're using you because this nigga's a trucker. I got a little report with him. This nigga's doing okay in life. You see what I'm saying?
I'm broke, man. I'm broke. I'm broke, man.
He's a lick. If you see 21, 22, 23 with an older man, 9 out of 10, this man is most likely established to remind you. Let me go back to Bill Belichick, right? Bill Belichick has been in 2 relationships public. His first wife, he was with that woman for 30-something years, and the second one for like another 15. So this man, his entire life, technically, he has been for 50 years, he's been with 2 women. Do you honestly believe that 25-year-old women have been with 2 guys? No. The answer is no.
Nah.
She got more experience dating than him.
Blanco, like, let me ask you this real quick, just to your point or to the rhetoric that's out there. You said how old is Bill Belichick?
Like 60,
75.
like
75. No, he's 75, but he's been with 2 women for 50 of them.
So to the rhetoric, right? He should only be looking for a woman at 70, right?
Yes.
That's gross. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No,
like 72 years old.
Yeah, to be straight up, a woman that is between 70 and 73, right?
Damn, he's 73? Sheesh.
To the rhetoric.
No, for his income, if we really look at it, right, and we take the fact that he is a 1%er and he is a certain age, after their first marriages are typically within the regular range, right? Because the majority of them are marrying people within the range. The older and the richer they get, the more age gap. I think the average age gap for their second marriage is typically 7 years for rich ones, and then after that, like so he's an outlier with his age gap range.
So you're saying that there are outliers to a situation.
Always. I mean, there's always exceptions to every rule, right?
So when Blanco asked a question about the power plant person, right? Is that considered an outlier or an exception? Cody, I don't remember that statement.
The power plant guys making $200K in the hood.
Yes, in the hood. Is that the exception to the rule too?
I'm sorry, I don't remember when was this scenario?
Blanco just said earlier that a guy working at the power plant making $200K that works in the hood, that he would be having it his way around the way.
He's the Bill Belichick. He's the future, the Russell Wilson of the block.
Yeah, he's the 1%er.
He's the 1% of the hood, is what he's saying.
Big fish, small pond.
So is that the exception to the rule too? Yes, no.
I think I personally think in today's society that's back in the day he'd be considered the Bill Belichick of the hood. Today everybody has access to who Bill Belichick is. So I think the range of what people I think the range of what people even in the hood are considering a lick is way higher than that. They're looking at that, oh, okay, he make, because remember, they think the 6 figures is a dime a dozen. Because technically it is. Right?
No,
it's like, oh yeah, you can find people who make 100K. We can find some people who make 100K.
And this is how you win every argument with most women. When you start talking about numbers, it's a wrap, because y'all just don't know shit about no math, yo. Y'all honestly don't know shit about no math, bro. Do you know the percentage? And it's sad because y'all go to college. I just a hood ass nigga that know numbers.
I thought y'all were smart. The most graduated.
Do you understand that the percentage of men, not even Negroes, men in total in America that make over 100? Do you know what the percentage is?
Last time I checked, it was 12.6%.
And not only that, Blanco.
So hold on. So let's do simple math. Simple math, right? Out of every 100 men that you count every day, only 12, 15 gonna make that. So that means 70, 85 of them don't. So if you got 100 women, talk about they want that, and only 15 niggas got that, let's do math. Well, that means 75 women is out of the equation, right? Right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I don't agree. I'm saying that you have to. It's perception, right? Just like so many women think that they can get or deserve or whatever desire a 6-figure man, right, or above. That 6-figure, that person who's coming from the power plant making that 200K, they're not looking that as a 1%er. They're looking in a lot of people's minds, they're looking at it as a more like, okay, yeah, he make that, but really, so he's not getting the play that he would once have gotten, because like I said, it's literally because of globalization. So I'm saying, like, yeah, he's gonna go back to the hood. There's gonna be some girls who be like, oh, you did good for yourself, I'm proud of you. Is he getting it thrown at him to the level of Bill Belichick? Nah. Why? Because they now see what's possible. And unfortunately, City Girls is up. And they be like, well, if I can get him to buy me a bag, I can get him to buy me a car. If I can get him to buy me a car, I can get him to buy me a house.
That's another, that's another lie.
Blanco,
most niggas is getting the pussy for free. That's another lie. And the only niggas that buy you bags is the nigga that scam. The scammer is the niggas that are winning because he ain't paying nothing for it. So you go ahead and swipe them cars, give you a bag, but guess what? He ain't paying for it. He using them cars.
Don't say nothing.
Most women are gold diggers, though. I'm confused.
What you say?
Blanco, real quick.
What you say, Rose?
No, I called that. She said go dig. I'll go back to that. But hold on, Blanco. The thing that I wanted to add to what you were saying before you said what you said is that it is the proximity of those people that make that type of money. That's the difference. So yeah, you can say that it's 12% and Belichick this, but the thing is, not everybody has access to Belichick or anyone that is close to that type of wealth, like within proximity. If we're being realistic, or even someone that's making 6 figures, let's just keep it around 300K. Like, what is the average person being in proximity of someone that makes that type of money? Unless that dude is trying to come and be a lick. Like, seriously. So then the ladies, and I'm glad Rose said what she said. Yeah, the gold diggers are going to go out to that person. So yeah, technically they are throwing themselves to that person if that person is known to have that type of money. So now going back to the what did you say? The exception of the rule. That guy that makes that type of money, is it going to be questionable that someone that is 20 years younger is throwing it at him?
Do I think a 21-year-old is going to throw it at a 41-year-old who making $300K?
The exception, whatever you take it to, the exception to the rule is that 21-year-old, or if you want to go as far how far down the rabbit hole y'all want to go with the age difference, are they going to throw to that person that's the exception to the rule? That's my
No, that
question.
ain't no exception. No. It's the same thing. She going after him for what she see, and vice versa. That man is going after her because she's more impressionable.
So then what's the problem with age gap dating?
That is the problem. I feel like it's manipulative behavior either way.
On both sides?
On both sides.
So it's a transaction, right?
I guess, yeah, you can consider it that.
So how's it manipulative if it's a transaction?
Because you're going after somebody's weakness.
Since when is his money his weakness?
I'm saying that's what he's leading with. He's not leading with anything else where he can teach her anything. He's resourceful. That's about it.
If he's double
teaching,
if he's double
what?
If he's double her age,
Rose, yo, I be around athletes and all those kind of niggas all the time. Like, so nothing are my friends, yo. Bros throw themselves at these niggas, bro. Nobody's going after. Like y'all need to stop, yo. Y'all need to stop, bro. Like for real, it's kind of embarrassing at this point.
No, but that's an athlete, right? Who is literally a 1%er. We're trying to bring it down to scale. And so, Blanco, in your experience, do you think a 21-year-old is going to throw themselves at a 41-year-old who's making $300K?
Yes. And also at the 30K nigga too. All in between.
And I be trying to say that for the longest.
Yeah. I don't got
right place, right time, right opportunity.
Because a 30K man can pay her bills.
Let's use a different number. Let's use a different number before people think I'm the one that's doing that bullshit.
A 21-year-old ain't got no bills,
you're right.
So the dude at McDonald's can take care of her. What bills she got?
At 20, you know what? At 20, listen, bro, hold on. A 21-year-old joint, she just want to be outside, have fun, yo. A Frontier ticket would do it.
Bro. Frontier? At least both of these first class, bro. First class, though, right?
She don't know no better, gang. However, she's outside, so she's in tune. She's in tune with the game, bro. The point is, nobody's preying on anybody, bro. Y'all need to stop with throwing those crazy words, yo.
You right.
This is smart people that have been outside for 2, 3, 4 years, man. College, at 21, you didn't graduating, yo.
Right, but you just said that 21-year-old wants to be outside having fun, but you got 40-year-olds saying that that's what they would potentially go after.
Okay, Rose.
That's an open.
Do you honestly most 40-year-old men, Rose? Do you honestly most 40-year-old men is going after those girls? Like, do you see this in big masses?
No.
Or you see like a once in a blue moon? When the last time you seen 3 couples that one is niggas 50 and the other one's like 25? When the last time you seen that? Three of them at the same time.
Well, I think marriage, though, and going after it kind of gets right. So I guess the real thing is that, and I've heard like Ali and say that, oh, you know, the girls who was in high school getting picked up by their older boyfriends. I personally didn't grow up in a neighborhood that did that. Like,
hold on, y'all. Bro, since when a woman has, let's say a woman average age 16, she has her first cycle. It ain't finna go where y'all think it's finna go. Men, a dude that's 13 trying to holler at her, 14 trying to holler at her, 16, 19, 25, even 30 at point. And sometimes if she look good or risk their life to try to talk to her. So you saying that we know for a fact the D-boys was picking the girls up after school. They were skipping after lunch.
100%.
19, 20 while she was 16, 14, 15. That's
all because
where the
he had a car.
Or just because he had a car.
But none of their friends.
Did you grow up?
None of their
Question.
friends. None of their friends. None of their friends.
Question.
I went to Carver High School in South Memphis. What do you think I saw? We saw that all the time. The girls
So
didn't
I
want
don't know
us,
nothing
they
about
wanted-
South Memphis. I'm gonna ask a
telling
question,
you.
right? For the people who seen that, how much do you think the average family was making, money wise?
What does that have to do with one
Nope,
person?
I'm about to tell you. The average money, do you think, in the neighborhood, y'all say y'all went to high schools, right? Y'all seen this. What do you think the average income level was for y'all high schools?
Anywhere from between $21,000 to $32,000 a year, and it was only about
Okay,
one more
30K.
16 hours. Yeah,
I will say between probably 30 and 60. I went to a different type of school.
Samson?
yeah. I was in the slums.
Samson, what about you? What was the average income? Did you see it in high school? The older boys picking up the younger girls?
Yeah.
And what was the average income?
That happened at the bare minimum too, bro. But okay.
About 30, 40K.
Okay. Passport?
Older dudes came in.
When I was in high school, probably like in the 30s.
Okay. Blanco?
You ain't gonna like my answer, but I answer. I went to, by the way, I got kicked out 2 high schools. So I went to 3 high schools, right? Right? So, no, baby, hold on. Put it down, baby. And we cannot have no music, baby. Give me a second, okay? All right, baby, hold on. But I went to 3 high schools, right? So I didn't see that at all, family. I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
Because you weren't there.
No, hold on. I was trapping, so I know what the fuck was going on, yo. I was that nigga, baby. What you mean? Yo, I'm gonna tell you what I saw,
Blanco, no cap. When I was leaving football practice, I saw you. You was a nigga that was outside the school that she went to your car and y'all went off because I ain't have no whip. I saw you outside of football practice.
I'm telling you,
I'm out of Cary High School, so the whole kid of high school is having a car, nigga. But look, I'm gonna tell you what I saw, and I believe people is confusing it, bro.
Okay.
I saw the college niggas that was in 12th grade. Hold on. I saw the college homies that were in 12th grade that started talking and wiping out the girl that was in the 9th and 10th grade. They graduated. They went to college, right? Or they went to trade school, something like that, right? Then they came back and picked up the girl. At that time, she was in the 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. At that time, Buddy already had a car. He was already on his 20. Unger was 17. He was 20, 21. That's what I saw all the time, okay? All that now, I'm not saying that y'all lying. I don't want to sit over here. I'm not stupid. I don't want to sit over here and tell you that y'all no. Most likely that only happen, but not at the rate that people trying to make it seem. Like when I hear that shit all the time. Like what? How the fuck I didn't see that in high school? I saw the homies from college that happened to be in the same age bracket as the Hungers.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you to a point. We had a like a middle school under my high school when I had transferred from Carver to Menands. We had Idlewild under our high school, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I ain't gonna even lie. This might sound trifling, but man, it was crazy. The people that was in the night, the boys that was in the 9th and 10th grade, and 11th and 12th grade, so I saw it all, bro. I'm telling you, I saw the big time plugged in D-boys, niggas 30s with wives picking up girls that was majorettes, cheerleaders.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm in a because I did go to multiple high schools. When I went to high school in Philly in the hood, where most people were poor, I seen it a lot.
Don't ever say hood like that ever again.
I seen it a lot more often when I was in high school, but when I moved out to the suburbs, which was majority predominantly white.
There we go.
I didn't see it at all.
They know how to hide it better.
Well,
they were getting on the school bus with me, so they weren't getting picked up from school.
Hey, Becca.
Yes.
When you're talking about the number, like as far as the salary going back to Blanco's point, like a lot of these dudes that had the money, you know, at least from where I was at, them dope boys, that money off the books, you know what I'm saying? That's not really a salary that, you know, you're gonna be able to register. They still keep their money in the air vents and they mattress.
Shoebox.
They don't pay taxes. Just say it, brother. They don't pay taxes.
So it's a little it's a little it's just a little bit it's a little bit different.
I mean, not David Hustler. I know. I'm just saying.
Here we go. There we go. Now we're talking.
The whole right, but this was after I graduated high school. So and he was the same age range as me, 2 years, right?
Hey, Sam, I'll talk about tomorrow night, boy. A lot.
Right. The whole point of this is that unfortunately, that's poor people behavior. Is literally what it comes.
I don't like the way y'all say poor
and what it really comes like. I'm sorry, but that's just the God's honest truth about it. Is that without the financial disparity, right? The average person, like that's what that really is. It's poor people behavior. And I hate to say it, I love my people, but we are poorer, right, than the average white American, which is why you see this behavior of poor people looking to make the, financial come up. Because they're poor, and it is what it is. But I'm just saying,
I'm taking it as
no, Samson.
It's not disrespect. It's the truth.
They're not saying nothing.
Let the sisterhood handle that.
Yeah, every time they supposed to say something, they ain't been saying nothing.
They don't say nothing.
I'm sorry.
The beehive is strong amongst them, man.
Is it not? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Did anybody hold on, Karen and Rose? Did you meet anybody whose parents were not poor in high school? In college or in high school? Wait. Did you? Wait. I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask it.
They don't want to answer that question, but
did you meet? No, I'm about to ask. Wait, I didn't even get to ask the question. Did you meet girls who were not the P word in college or in high school? And did you notice there was a difference in what they wanted from a man or what they liked in a man? Did you notice any differences in how they conduct themselves?
Yes. So, those who wasn't the P word,
y'all know P's? Dang, that's crazy.
I said I grew up in Philly, and then I moved to the suburbs. But so just from looking at it, when I was in the suburbs, most of those girls actually went for guys that was our age.
Huh?
They were dealing with guys that was in our age range and not older men.
Are you saying it's because of the fact that they had the same thing? Like she had a big screen TV in her house. He had one too. He had a basement with a den and game room. She had one too.
No, she's saying that they dated with their age group.
Yeah, just let them make the statement, Rose. Because I got something.
No. I'm interpreting what she's saying. It's really that simple. They dated in
I thought she was coming back with something. This on me.
No.
No, because Ishmael, I think you were complicating it a little bit too much because she made a statement. It was clear when she made it the first time, respectfully.
Yeah, I agree with Karen. Yeah, same.
Okay, so girls in high school.
Serious podcast is Ishmael?
Nah. This is my name.
All right, I'll call you Wasa. My bad.
I mean, call me that or Ishmael.
Okay, so y'all never been around girls, regardless of their parents' financial situation, that went after the bad guys.
Yes, the bad guys is one thing. Yeah,
and then the bad guys,
like bad guys.
The bad guys are typically what? Are they like average income in the suburbs, or is that the P word behavior too?
Or the poor hood?
No, I mean,
but the reason
I run the club, nigga.
it's a simple explanation, bro. The reason why is because the quote unquote bad guy is a ruthless, reckless nigga. he shoot at everything, right? And girls find that attractive, and he's relentless. He's relentless, right? It doesn't matter for him if he's gonna get shut down or not, right? That's what he tends to have most of the girls. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily because he happened to be bad. The woman like him because this nigga he got a mouthpiece for the most part. He talked to so many girls that she get better and better. That's the process.
Blanco, you breaking up?
Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Blanco, we listen. God was giving you a sign because we about to shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Leosha, you came late, but we'll be back tomorrow, and I want every woman that's up here to come back. Listen, I'm on y'all top, all three of y'all.
Hey,
Yeah,
what time?
my point was only about the age difference and picking up from school.
No,
Karen. No, that's
Karen,
what I was saying.
Karen,
That's one thing I said.
They trying to make it seem like we telling girls they need to experience throwing it in a circle and in college for all 4 years.
Rose, oh my!
I'm not responsible for people who cannot comprehend what I said because I specifically actually said
They preferencing right now.
We get what y'all saying, but the women are not going to listen. They're going to go to college and bust it
the
down.
women aren't going to listen. I know
Hold
where
back.
all of this foolishness that's going
Let
on.
me.
Don't try to blame me
Make
on
no
everything else.
mistake.
We're not blaming you.
Your accent.
Make no
We're just
They're not going to listen.
Either way, they gonna try.
Make no mistake about it, yo.
They gonna try to flip it either way. Cam.
I know.
A person
I
that
was referencing with experience in life, not partying and.
Y'all got a lot of bark. Y'all didn't add that bark. Y'all
a person
in August though.
A person.
For all women.
A person that goes after a high schooler, that nigga need to get burned alive. Make no mistake about it. I don't think nobody condoning that, right? He just let's get that out of the way because nobody condoning that.
Nah.
25 with a high schooler, I think that nigga should get tortured. I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
But they was doing it back in the days.
No.
And the women were proud to announce that, tell you that.
No, but we don't live in a perfect world. That happens, but no at that crazy rate that people want to make it seem, bro. We would love to live in a good world like that doesn't happen. That a women and a kid and a boy don't get great, but it's going to happen. He just trying to minimize that bullshit.
Hey, y'all know I love y'all, but we finna end the stream. We will be
have a good night.
We will be
Yo, what
back
you wanna drink,
tomorrow
baby?
night with the ladies, and they already trying to get their lives together, but it's cool.
Well,
Run it back. Don't worry about it. I'm on y'all neck, especially Rose, because she capping.
Hey, Rose.
So we'll see y'all tomorrow night, 10
How big the
p.m.
bottle?
We might go live. Yeah, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow night.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up on your line. I'm gonna hit you up on your line before.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Yeah.
All right.